It's the perfect Saturday to do a little skating on the waterfront here in Thunder Bay, but make sure you're home in time to watch the Scotties. We've reached the final weekend here in Thunder Bay. 18 teams started, only 4 remain. So keep your eyes on these curlers. It is the playoffs Saturday at the Scotties.
Watch out for me. Keep your eyes on me. Look out for me. Don't mess with me. Watch out for me. Keep your eyes on me. Look out for me. Don't mess with me.
It's the final weekend of this year's Canadian Women's Curling Championship. The Scotties from here in Thunder Bay and the Fort William Gardens last night. And yesterday was qualifying Friday. Last night, a couple of must-win games. It was Alberta's Kayla Skrlik against Ontario and Danielle Inglis. Interestingly enough, this has not been her strength, the draws. It's always been her hits. But here, boy, she has that draw weight in her pocket as she draws for a couple and will go on to the win and eliminate Ontario's Inglis. The other must-win was between Nova Scotia and Black out of Halifax against Corinne Brown from Kamloops. And this was in the 6th. Christina, no problem at all. And this would be for a couple as the shooter rolls away, and she would go on to the win too. So must wins by both Skrlik and Black. Setting up now down to the final 4. Coming up tonight, it is the 1-2 page playoff, 7 p.m. Eastern. Defending champion against 4-time champion. Winner goes right to the final. Now, though, another must-win game to advance. Nova Scotia and Alberta. And on this Saturday afternoon, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Thunder Bay, our continuing coverage. Final weekend of the Scotties. Joe's here. Russ is here. Kathy, well, she's left us, but will join us again at the Montana's Briar in Kelowna. So 2 must-wins last night, and these 2 teams managed to come through.
Yeah, and it's so impressive. You are playing in that first qualifier game and come off the ice, you only have a few hours to regroup, and they both looked really strong last night.
I found it interesting that we talked so much about the hitting ability of Kayla Skrlik, but it let her down, really. It was the draws that saved her.
Yeah, first end, yeah, for sure, and it was the first end that surprised me. She missed both her hits by a country mile, and the team went cricket, so it went radio silence. She was out in the island at the far end by herself. That cannot happen today. It's too big a game. They have to support each other.
Christina Black comes through her must-win. She's been in this position before. 2 years ago in this quarterfinal. She lost it, however, to Carrie Einarson. So what do you learn from that?
Oh, so much to learn from that. But Christina said herself they were a little bit surprised to get to the Final Four a few years ago. This week they expected to be here. Christina needs to be that clutch Christina we've seen before. She wasn't able to capitalize a few times yesterday. She has to unlock that best performance to get into this championship Final 3.
And we may not hear as much from her. She's starting to lose her voice. We'll find out how much she has left when we do come back to Thunder Bay. Alberta are sitting 1 for a bundle. Got this, bang, bang. Oh my, look at this. Count them up, 5. Have you got them all? Bang, bang. Oh, is it gonna go?
Great throw.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By Home Hardware, here's how. By PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
And it's also Curling Day in Canada. Lindsay Hamilton and Bob Weeks will join us right after our coverage from here in Thunder Bay on this curling day in Canada. Time to meet the teams now. And it's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Alberta champions, they're from the Garrison Curling Club in Calgary, skipped by Kayla Skrlik and backed up by Jerry Lynn Ramsey, little sister Ashton, and Margot Fleming at third. Nova Scotia from the Halifax Curling Club, Christina Black, with Carly Everest, Jen Baxter back in the lineup as they play a 5-person rotation, and Jill Brothers at third. We've got the number 3 ranked in our country, Skrlik, against the number 4 ranked Black. In fact, we have the top 4 teams in our ranking system in the final 4 of this year's Scotties. Number 3 ranked in this event, Nova Scotia had a chance of the Stones to select them. They took their yellows, leaving Alberta play the reds. In the draw to the button, it was Nova Scotia, and it was Christina Black that pinned it. So they will have the last rock. They'll have the hammer here in the first, playing the yellow stones. Important?
Absolutely. This way, when you have the hammer in the first end, you can dictate it. You can ensure that you set the tone for the game. That is huge.
Probably I was thinking a 15.
I suspect a lot of it will depend how aggressive these teams will be, depending on this first stone right here.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. And back to what Joanne's saying, how huge it is. You know, the old line is hammer's worth 1.5 points. So by winning or losing it, it's a 3-point swing. You have to be. I know it's 10 ends. A lot of stuff will happen, especially with all the rocks in play. But you can dictate it right here for Nova Scotia. This will probably be a tight guard if it's made, and you've got options. If it's not on the line, you can tick it. You can go open side. You can throw the corner guard. You can come right around.
4-4. It's really trying. Yeah. Sit. Oh, good.
Wow.
Perfect throw.
And not wasting any time. Here we go. Christina Black electing to go behind with Carly Everest. Does this say anything when you were playing another team, Joe? And this team said, they come out and say, we're going. What did it, beyond the we're going, what did it say to you?
It said that they're comfortable with the sheet. They're also looking to play to put pressure on the team with hammer. So the game on is kind of the first thing you think.
Look at that curl.
Interestingly enough, both these teams did play yesterday morning, and they were on the ice again playing their second game. They were the winners. Time for the keys to the game now. We will start with Alberta.
Well, give Skipper a shot. I'm so impressed with Kayla's hitting ability, and last night stood on her head with her draw weights, but it has to be makeable shots, so leave a bit of room for the skipper. And team DNA. You've got some of them like to hit, some of them like to draw. Figure out what your best chance is to be successful. Don't worry about the other team. Play the shot you make.
Margot Fleming on the right has been ill, but feeling much better today. The fact that they are down to, for the most part now, one game a day, allows her to recover. Keys now for Nova Scotia.
Oh, Brothers. Jill Brothers had a fantastic game yesterday, 93% to Margot Fleming, 75%. As you mentioned, Vic, she wasn't feeling very well yesterday, but that will be a key to set Christina up so she can get herself off on the right foot. And blinders on. This is a huge game. Christina Black and company, they expect to win. They expect to be in this position, but they have to focus on the task at hand.
Keys to the game brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
It sounds like a throwaway line, doesn't it? The task at hand, but you're right. This is single sheet television. You know, it's sudden death, and it's just not everybody can do that.
No, there's so many opportunities in a curling game where you have time to let the random thoughts creep in, and especially when you're the only sheet out there, there's not even another game you can take a peek at.
So an early mistake there as Everest puts it through. I'm a little surprised. You got the stagger. You have one in behind Nova Scotia, and they elected to go to the wings.
I think the raise is still there with the tight one, and the separation makes some sense with hammer pick. You could go around, but if you're deep like you just were, like back four, Nova Scotia locks one on. There goes your chance.
Yeah, steals in play all of a sudden.
Line's good. Line's good. Jerry's. Curl. Top bar.
Ashton Skrlik.
Curl. You're close. You're close. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Just any more
Knife, you're
speed
wide
that was
open.
lost.
Good sweep.
And comes up just
4-3.
a little light. Shot rock still belongs
It
to
just
Nova
dies in
Scotia
the
with the
house.
hammer here in the first.
Yeah.
A lot like last night, Joanne. It's pretty sticky. The speed's not quite there in the spots they haven't used.
Yeah, we saw that center line guard. The sweepers thought it would be in, and it ground to a halt. That was a 14-4, so that used to be kind of T-line to start the game. Then the come around was a 13-1, which is typically backline. That's the hog-to-hog time. So the impressive part, though, is these teams have gone to school and learned it. They're in the ballpark, whereas yesterday we saw a lot of misses outside the ballpark.
Curl.
Jen Baxter.
11. Keep going. Curl big.
Everest. Now, can you hold it? Can you keep it in the rings? And no, and it's not coming back.
Same thing, Ashton. Keep. Just wrap in here. Keep.
5 rock rule, of course. 10 ends. Have to play minimum of 9 in the playoffs. 38 minutes of thinking time. 1 60-second timeout. And no tick rule if that guard is on the center line until the 5th stone has been played.
Line's good.
This will be interesting.
Close.
Mentioned it's slower to start, but usually you get a few rocks down the path and it does keen up. Have to anticipate how much it's going to change.
Okay, it's getting better. Whoa, we can stop. Back 12. Yeah, I got 3-2.
Really?
That's just one of those situations. Ashton was 2 feet light on her first. Probably the second one down the path would have been okay to throw similar weight. Just adjusted too far the other way.
They're going to keep coming around. I mean, they're probably going to hit. And they have that run back. Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Okay, so
this is going to be a pretty quick spot, Russ. Would you agree?
Now it is.
Would you ever go with the other turn? It hasn't been played. I know it hasn't been played, but
I think if you know the speed on the side, which you should know better than the slow side, then your brushes are more effective. So this is slightly easier.
Stay down. Weight's really close. Whoa, just top 8. Just top 8. Really close. Really nice. Just bite the 4. 7. Whoa.
Jen Baxter.
7, 8. Whoa, then. Yeah, straight. Whoa. Sit. No.
And we'll spin in and grab the top of the 4 to sit the 2.
Let's play this. Normal. I like that. Okay. So we kind of have if you kiss the 5, it's not a big deal. Normal. You guys don't like the little freeze bug, eh?
Okay, the back red. Joe?
Okay. You got it.
Yeah, the one that's just biting the top 12.
Fresh.
Just have enough of it, I think. Very precise.
We were talking about that earlier, you and I. If you throw the other turn here, it'll drag because it would be a counterclockwise turn. You would drag that rock straighter, and you could hit the buried one dead on. This is a little tougher with this turn.
Margot Fleming. Skrlik. Ramsey. Here we go. And they did
Freeze it.
click the other one
Not bad,
first.
Margot.
Opens everything up.
Sorry. It's tight. It was good. Not enough room.
Bounce our yellow over and sit in front of it.
Yeah, can we just bump something? What? Hit and roll.
You like
into
hitting
ours?
that red, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you bump our
Yeah,
other
if
yellow
you roll
over.
there, it's not bad. Roll and bump that one's pretty good.
Okay.
10. 10, okay.
Speed should be good.
I really like the other turn. Can I throw in? Can I throw the in turn?
All right, stay close, Jen.
10? Yeah. Okay.
Reach her.
It's impossible not to leave a double here, so I think they're just trying to kick one of them over to the side and get some type of separation.
9-8.
Jill Brothers joining the team this year after last year being with Heather Smith and throwing the 4th stone in Calgary.
Keep going, Carly.
Everest.
Straight. Bump it over. Bump it over.
Go.
Here we go. Okay. Feel.
Interestingly enough, as you look, she had a really good week. But that was the bad one. She gave up a late 3 to Bailey Scoffin and the team from Whitehorse, and then to Carrie Einarson. Lost in that early qualifier yesterday. Came back with the win over Corinne Brown last night to get into this quarterfinal on a Saturday at the Scotties.
Okay.
And they'll get rid of 2.
Good shoot, yeah. Good shot.
Really good shot to stay close to the
Yeah,
yellows.
just
The
this one. Yeah,
the
I'm
key
getting
here.
Okay. 10 and a half. Okay.
Yeah, just right straight at her.
Yeah, it'll run nice here.
You know, you think about Nova Scotia and those 2 losses. Yukon, they gave up the late lead. Einarson, they were leading 5-1, and that was one of the games that really turned Einarson's week around. Remember, she came back. But this Nova Scotia team could very easily have gone through round robin undefeated.
Yeah, that's true.
Hard to hit it.
Oh, we're just like taking out our own.
Just fine.
And enough.
Okay. Good sweep, Carly.
I tell you,
She was just tight.
right now I think the houses are as lively as we've seen all week. They are popping.
Could play that, yeah.
When it comes to Alberta, 2 losses, 1 to Holman, and everybody did, and then 1 to Northern Ontario, and Krista McCarville. Just those wins for McCarville, dropped her first 4, and the hometown gal just couldn't make it through. Lost to Einarson in the early qualifier yesterday, and then rebounded with the win over Ontario.
Normal. We'll
So
try
you've
to
got
flop.
the top
Yeah.
4 teams in our country.
Should have a double.
The remaining
How was
4
mine was normal.
in this
I thought
year's
it was a little
Scotties.
bit of a
It is
strong
fascinating
play.
because it didn't look during the week. It was so volatile that it was going to end up with the top 4 making it to the final. Thin double was one option, but if you miss it, you're probably giving up 2. So I think they're going to try to roll buried here or closer to the center line.
Yes. Yes.
Little sister.
Wow, that
Right
was
out.
seven.
Right out. Right out. Right out. That's good.
And they can't hold that. Boy, we've
Try
seen
and draw like there.
more
Quite a bit
rollouts, more heavies
Put it down.
here in this
Okay.
first.
And some overcurls again, just like last night. It's pretty sharp out there.
Back further?
Like
Yeah,
I think she could
so.
probably get away with a 20.
I wouldn't want to say anything less than that, I don't think.
But there was no slowdown on yours, right? Like
Okay.
0.
Okay. 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 I think you want to be back 8.
Nova Scotia's played this shot once, threw it through.
We played Einarson and it was so weird because the straight side curled more than our curly side.
Where like the white, it like looks just like still a little bit untouched.
Yeah. It's getting in a good spot.
Yeah, there's a general topography of all the high and low spots in a sheet, but you also have a new surface down there.
Unless these teams do really well is, sure, you might have a miss or a half shot, but it's trying to sort out, okay, what do we think happened there and what are we going to do moving forward? And then you just continue to puzzle it out until you find the answer.
Back 8. Starting back. Yep. Back 8. Coming down.
Trying to separate it now. You have a great opportunity. Take advantage of the misses to put 2 on the board for Nova Scotia. And that will work as they get into the back 8.
It's just a great example of learning from the spot. Carly Everest threw one through there, seeing how slow it was to the middle. She added extra trying to be behind the tee line and just a few feet too much. So they did a good job as sweepers discussing what they needed and gave the right information to Christina and made no mistake.
First and Kayla
All right, just the double.
over curled both her hits last night. Over curled her first one here.
What, wait? Feel. Okay, you got it, Kels. Yeah, you got it.
Not
More
an
ice.
abundance of ice either. There we go.
Got it, Kels. Let's do it.
So Jerry Lynn Ramsey, who throws the lead stones, comes in to hold the brush for the skip with Fleming and Ashton Skrlik on the brush. And Ashton's got her. Here we go. Trying to make the double, get out of trouble. Fleming late. Bang. 1. There's that catcher. Are they going to miss that? And oh, it just will not go. And so Nova Scotia will have a chance for 2.
Bad luck. That was well thrown.
Really close.
Wait.
Just had to come up a hair. They went to school on the
Margot's
first
just a
one
bit
that curled a
softer
little
today.
more than expected and just ran a little straighter closer to the center line.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia in practice threw a whole bunch up and down the center, or close to the center. Maybe that's why it didn't quite finish like they expected.
Lines the same. Less of an ad.
Similar.
Less of an ad.
Stay down. Stay down. Just curling
Curling
a little bit.
earlier.
Yeah, a little bit.
Looks pretty good, guys. Take a look.
Okay, easy. Just stay.
Take a look.
Just stay. Just stay. Just stay.
Really nice.
Yeah.
14-7.
We don't need it. We just need the rings.
Put it in the paint, and that will do for Nova Scotia. They opened with a couple last night against British Columbia and went on to win.
I just left the
Lead stone from Carly Everest of Nova Scotia and the Halifax Curling Club as we welcome you back on this final Saturday of the Scotties. And this is the quarterfinal must-win for either Nova Scotia or Alberta's Kayla Skrlik. Christina Brown opens with 2. And so it will be Alberta and the team from the Garrison Curling Club in Calgary with Lasrock have the hammer here in the second, playing the Red Stones. This is Jerry Lynn Ramsey.
Delayed corner from this young team from Alberta. Not too many teams are doing that, but it's a very, very safe way to keep the front open.
Yeah, you utilize the 5-rock rule in this situation. I was just a little surprised to use it down 2.
Yes.
That being said, even though they didn't, when you play the delay corner, you play the hit and roll. You try to roll away from the forefoot to take play away from it. They nosed it, but when Nova Scotia nosed it back, now that rock's only in the 8-foot. You leave it top 4 in a good spot. Nova Scotia's going to guard it all end. Sometimes you get caught up in the middle before you can use your corner. So it's a strategy not a ton of teams will use down a few points. And it's worked out here.
It's tomato, isn't it? It like this way you only have one corner to deal with, but you only have one center to deal with.
We're really tight. Yeah, I know. It's there. Let it sit. Curl a hair. Curl a hair. Whoa. Okay. No, I'm lying. Just kidding. It's still moving. Yeah. Great shot, nice shot. Really nice.
Nova Scotia hitting the 1, and they are covered.
Soft weight in turn, hit and roll, and you get your 2 corners.
Yeah, it might come up. You got it.
Taking 0 ice here. To roll on the high side. Well, they're not throwing soft weight, that's why. Run back.
Clean.
Run back, try to keep the shooter.
Got it, and we'll leave the stone right there, so they have a center and a corner to work with.
Good shot. Good sweep.
Nice shot.
It's really good. I
felt a little light out of my hand.
Line's good. 6. Top
Jen
four.
Baxter.
Whoa, line. 7. Easy.
Whoa.
7. Line's pretty good, guys. 7. Whoa, then. 8.
No, we need to curl.
Whoa, close. 7. Whoa.
Just starting to move, Carly.
Whoa, line's fine. Curl.
Little bit.
Little bit. Yep.
Really nice.
Great. Well done.
Nice
Good
guess.
judge.
Basically, the draw the button pass.
Finish just a little.
Still pretty good. You don't like the hit and roll, hey?
What hit and roll?
Oh, wait. What? I got a quarter, but... No. Okay.
What was she
hers?
thinking, Russ?
15.
Well, you would love with hammer to open up the scoring area. You know, it's tough if you freeze here now. They guard it, and you know it's tough to get in there. So I think that's what they were thinking. And if you threw soft weight, tick the guard. No harm, no foul. But the freeze, I think, is the call, because if you could ever line this up, then you've got a short raise, possibly later in the end.
You got it. Hard. Keep it moving.
It's back to your team DNA. It really is. What are you going to make here, number one?
Hard.
And what gives you the best chance
Keep going.
later in the end?
Keep going. Hard. Keep going.
Ashton Skrlik gets it around and
Good sweep.
gets it maybe half buried, 2/3 buried, covers the shot stone belonging to Nova Scotia.
Just make sure we're guarding that red. Like for the run back. Yeah, split center, exactly.
50? Yeah, it's nice and quick.
The
down.
soft weight
55.
chase there would have been the safer option, but it was so buried.
Yeah, and part of that's just as the thrower playing the draw in that situation. If I'm in the hack, I'm thinking, okay, this has to be there. If this is light, it's going to act like a guard. So you're never playing a freeze trying to be heavy, but if anything, it's a little better to come to it and tap it than it is to come up light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta tell me stop.
It's a curious start, to my mind anyway. In that first, we played mostly out turns on the opposite side. And on this one, we're playing mostly out turns coming on the other side of the sheet. So both sheets are getting work, but in opposite directions.
Which is good in the long run because it'll be nice and the speed should be pretty consistent across the sheet. But by dropping that freeze short, now Alberta's got to work really hard here. Triple possibility.
And it starts with Margot Fleming.
Ash, clean. Ash, clean. Ash, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Just
Really
missed
close.
it.
7-5.
There's just nowhere to hide in the 5-rock roll. You know, they were going to either tap or freeze. The freeze came up a shade light, not the worst shot in the world, but Alberta's in big trouble.
It's heavy.
2, 2.5.
Just don't touch it.
Easy right off then.
It's not too bad.
She
Two.
might come down a hair.
Easy, Curly.
Line's great.
Just very easy.
2.
Center.
We're in a similar spot.
Whoa.
To your feet.
Whoa.
You're gonna have to curl it.
Curl.
Jill Brothers,
Hard curl.
Curl.
Really got curl. Really got curl.
Yep.
former Canadian junior champion.
Whoa.
That's pretty good. It's good. It's good.
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 Good. I just had a higher split.
It's a bit thinner
Her
now.
addition this year really has given this team confidence.
Dies.
Not bad.
It's not
I feel
bad.
like I can't go any slower.
Yeah. Good
And they
throws.
played a lot just to
hard to-
make sure
hard to
she
get,
would
like-
mesh. They were 43 wins and 9 losses on the tour this season.
Close.
Coming into the Scotties.
Whoa. Really close here.
Oh, very nice. Look at that. What a combination. Margot Fleming.
Nice shot. Thanks.
So good.
8.
Still sick.
Yeah. Nice shot, Margot.
It's another reason Alberta called the freeze and that other debatable call earlier in the end, because you have a setup rock that can be raised in with a really talented player like that.
Nice. Let's see it. Need more.
Wherever it was.
Yeah. Really curls her, just so you know. What?
Not out of the woods yet if you're Team Alberta.
She's got to give us like a 30 for me to go early. Do you think?
Forcing
Let's come
Christina
around
to the
top
other
four.
side. The draw for hammer was thrown here, so the speed should be okay, but she'd love to just kind of Christmas tree this, so get half tucked around the red.
Like anything
That's
to
on
get
the
there.
bite in the center line.
25.
That'll show half of shot rock.
It's been sitting for a
Some
little
teams
bit,
have
so.
actually hit here too and set the
Okay.
2.
You got this right out to her.
That's not Christina Black style though.
Yeah, just can't under curl and leave a double. Has to get under this red. Might leave a run double, but the shooter wouldn't be in the rings.
Line close. 4. 1, 6. 5. Stay down, Jen. Stay down, Jen. Yep. Hard line. Hard. Are we light?
Baxter closer to the stone. Everest out in front.
Further in the red. Hard. We got to wick off.
Got to
Gotta
really
wick off.
go to protect the
bump,
back
bump,
one
bump.
here.
A little wick just to guard this guy. Go, 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 go. I said bold. Roll. Okay. Sorry, just a little too light. Okay. There. Good sweep.
Nice one.
I have 33 on it.
No, it's barely there. Okay. Let's play back line.
Really should move here.
The back line won't move as much as you think. Because I have
Got
to
it.
throw like a 13 for the back line.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is where I would be scared.
Kels.
Those lighter weight shots on the inner line, so inside that draw to the
How's
button
the
line.
speed here?
Early
Just get on
end, sometimes they
hers.
do move a little bit more. It's just a little bit of fresh pebble. But Kayla's saying, no, if I'm throwing more weight, it's going to run straight. So you make your best guess here. This is not easy.
Not
Only has
at
about
all.
an inch of it.
Yeah, and the yellow's not going to be too lively going through the rings either. They got to get it out of the 8-foot, full 8-foot.
Oh, she's hitting. Done.
Back 12.
Back line, back.
You know, again, we say you try to be in that 45 to 50 and up.
Whoa!
Scoring 2 or more when you have the last rock. And she just never stops working. Ashton, what a great brush. Very nice. And again, I'll say, I think these houses are as lively as we've seen.
Really good, Kale. Really good.
That was to Joanne's point, a little slower path, and the skipper knew by having to throw that more than she wanted to, it wasn't going to curl quite as much in a very swingy spot. Watch this curl. Like this is almost board weight. Wow. What a beauty. You're still slightly underneath.
There. You know, it worked hard there, so.
Yeah. Just hit that one. I'm not going to chase that and not.
Yeah. Do you see it this way, though?
Oh, whatever way you see it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I just feel like this is a bit of the safer way.
Yeah.
What a turn of events here, Russ. Nova Scotia
Okay,
had Alberta in all kinds of trouble.
Over
They slid a little deep on a guard. Margot Fleming blasts it open, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, Margot basically made a triple, or it was looking like a steal of one, and now you could score as many as 3 if this ticks.
Okay, straight through water.
Yeah. Red stick.
Yeah. Heel.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Lots of time. Take a deep
I'll
breath.
hover.
It's a natural double, but you have to be so close to that yellow.
These out turns near the center line usually run really straight, but this is early game, could come up a bit.
Clean. Whoa.
The final stone for Nova Scotia.
Yep.
Christina Black
No. Yeah.
riding that line.
Whoa.
Here we go. How close are you going to get? You going to run it back and got it? Yes, you do. Wowee. Great shot, Christina Black.
Perfect.
Love that shot right there. Yeah, it was really nice. It's a cover.
Just sounded like a really nice throw, too. No panic on the line call. Huge shots for the skipper to make in these elimination games here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Your weight was pretty close to
Split here? Oh, they are on already, so.
Oh, they gotta.
Oh, sort of. They got to go after
hammer it out of there. Yeah.
For the blank.
Still class. Yep. Yep. Hand there it is. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Okay,
And that will work. Very nice. Great shot making on both sides. Fleming. And then a lovely double by Black. And we welcome you back on this Saturday afternoon. It is the quarterfinal of this year's Scotties, and we are in a bit of a delay as the Nova Scotia team has had to make a lineup change. We've told you that the team from Halifax, skipped by Christina Black, does play a 5-man rotation, and Jen Baxter, who started as the second, has now left the game, and Marley Powers has come off the bench, gone to the locker room, and will be out shortly as Stuart McLean has a quick chat. It is 2-0, Nova Scotia leading, and here we go. Marley Powers ready to step in. It's her debut in this Scotties. She has played other games, albeit her debut in the Scotties. She's primarily been a mixed doubles player with her fiance Luke Saunders, and so as she gets wired up,
And probably the most prepared 5th person in this field. She's played half the games. Go the surface well.
Yeah, I don't even know if you call her the alternate in this situation, because they truly did alternate every single game. She played last night in their win against BC.
Thank you. Yeah.
So what do you think of the start? Let's just go back to that first, and I thought there were too many mistakes by Alberta that led to a 2 Russ by Nova Scotia.
Yeah, Alberta didn't quite catch on to the slower paths quite as quickly. It was close, and it really, when you second end, kind of same type of thing. But Alberta and Skrlik had the double, jammed it, almost made it. Whereas Nova Scotia and Black had the double, jammed it, and did make it. That's been the difference in the game.
And then in the second, really in trouble until Margot Fleming comes through with the big shot for Alberta.
Oh, were they ever in trouble? And you know what? Alberta almost got out of that with a 2. Made the clearing shot, and then it's that Christina bouncing back, and Alberta be very happy to take the blank there with the way it was looking early.
Okay, we're ready to go. And
Okay. We got 2 of them.
the lead is Carly Everest for the team from Halifax as we pick up play now here in the third. And once again, after that blank, it is Alberta that does have last rock as the Hammer playing the Red
Line's
Stones.
good. 5. Line's good. So I just start throwing there. Stay down. Just curling a lot. Stay down a bit, though. Starting to curl. Yeah, this is where it slows down here. Go, go, 14-7. Yeah, go, go, go. Okay, go. Yep, you got her. Good, Carly. Nice sweep, guys.
Okay. Just a corner. It's not perfect. I think it'll be very similar to your last one.
Just a 4.
This time not going with the delayed corner.
Heard someone say it's not perfect. So that might be the DNA of this team, as you say, Russ, that if the rock is really good, full 4 biting the button, they go after it. But it's full 8. There's still some space in that 4-foot. So now they're going to put up that corner guard.
All you Sashins. Curl. Keep curling. Keep curling. Yeah. Good shot. Good. Feet out. It's all big. 30. Yep. 3 on its own. Okay. Line's a little tight. I know. Yeah. If we don't touch it, it might come down. It might be in. Don't touch it then. It's going with the don't touch. It's over curling. Just let it sit. Let it sit. Let it sit. Stop. Stop. Good. Okay. Good judge. 15-1. Think you play board. Got it. 11? Yeah.
Nova Scotia won't be thrilled with the placement of that guard, but they did guard the proper side. If that undercurls, you leave a hit and roll for Alberta to go under the corner.
11-5.
Great judging too. Right off the bat, they said might be in, and they were right.
Well, that's one of those shots early. The skip kind of wants you to sweep for line. Try to keep it straight, keep it out there so you can save it. But the sweepers knew if they did that, it would be in the rings.
Jerry Lynn Ramsey comes around and
Good shot, Jerry.
hits, rolls away.
11-1. 10.5.
No, so far the voice is held up just fine. Thank you.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah. Good everywhere. 11. Bear down. Yep. Whoa, just squeeze. Whoa, just squeeze.
So she played in last night's must-win
Curl. No.
against
Straight.
BC.
Straight. Whoa. 10 still. Curl. That's me. Roll it.
Look at this.
Hi, girl. Wow.
What a nice way to step in.
10-5.
Marley Powers.
That's impressive.
Unbelievable.
Marley's been playing second all week, so comfortable in this spot, but she didn't have the pregame practice. First rocky throw of the day, and it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, her job was to get the charcuterie board ready on the 5th. No, she makes the perfect hit and roll.
Close. Yep. No. Yep.
Stuffed it and got away with it. It'll spill.
Good. Fight the 4. 7-4. Sorry, Kayla. Yeah, I like C20 Marley for sure. Yeah. Right out, sure.
Just around.
Yeah, looking to bite the 4-foot here. Anything light, Alberta could use as a guard. Anything heavy, Alberta could freeze to.
Line's good. 6.
Perfect spot would be about half in the 4 at
Stay down,
most.
Stay down. Room.
Chill
6
brothers.
still. Whoa. Room. 6. Just bite the 4. Bite
Easy.
the 4. Line's really good.
You can go. Easy.
Great shot.
Just bite the 4.
Marley, well done.
Well, that's 2 great shots.
That's a 15.
Stepping out like that and stepping onto the ice, couple of slides to warm up, and you throw 2 beauties. Very well done. Marley Powers.
Watch the red rock.
Yep.
A lot of good things can happen here too. Straight back, you're buried. Little high side, you make the possible double. Little low side, you might roll behind the corner, your own corner.
Margot. Yes, Jer. Great shot.
Oh,
Shot.
Perfect.
man.
So you may be wondering, we've thought all week, what is the tattoo inside? It's an element, quite obviously. Have a look at, and she is Ashton Skrlik. She is a chemist by trade, and the element is quercetin. Okay, I said, couldn't it not just be H2O and make it easy for us? No, this was when she was studying at Mount Royal College, University in Calgary. Her last paper was on quercetin, and her belief and her premise was that quercetin may be useful in people with a celiac disease, which is her sister has. And I guess, if I understand it, those are people who have trouble with gluten.
Exactly.
The nurse right here. I'm telling you what the nurse could tell you.
Yeah, but don't ask me how to spell quercetin. Oh,
Anyway, so that was her last paper, and she was trying to help her sister, who suffers from celiac disease.
Normal. Do you like that? Yep. Hit.
Sorry, she said normal.
Normal. Yep. Just normal. Yeah. It's pretty straight there. You got it.
Aggressive play by the team that's winning by 2 to angle freeze around such a tight space. The guard and the rocker freezing to, there's not a lot of real estate there.
Yep.
Now one buried for Alberta and trying to make it 2.
Yeah, now this buried stone will be back of the tee line, won't it?
That's the only problem, but even nose isn't horrible.
And lovely, underneath it goes, but there is that room now, if you can get in there.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, it's a gamble though.
Sorry, Margot.
It's just
9-6.
your spider senses. The run double is there. The run single wants something. Obviously, if this is made, I'm wrong, but.
What do you like, Joe? Would you play the run back, get rid of some stones, or play this?
I have 40. 5. Can't go then too, Carly.
I can't wait till the shots stop.
I know,
okay?
I'd be tempted to play the run back, just given the scorebord.
Go.
You know, the one thing you like is that Jill just threw it, so she should have a good idea on her second.
True.
It's just so precise.
Hard. Gotta go. 15 seconds.
Go.
Hard.
You gotta get 4
Whoa. You're on the top.
No.
Good. It's good. Nice spot.
And they'll just
Nice sweep.
spin off, a little whip, and roll to sit second.
So close to perfect.
Yeah. Slick there. That was
Pretty precise to not line up the easy run.
You want to hit?
Angle, isn't it?
What else do you like?
I think we freeze.
We can't just.
We have all of it. Okay.
I don't
Want
love
to
the
play
hit.
like hack?
From Margot's look, she's not sure.
Yeah, and it didn't really move.
It's pretty precise to hit this.
12. Okay.
There's all kinds of options here. You could play really like a hack weight
you
and
wanna play
chip the
board
center
like
guard, roll 2 in,
I
get
don't
one
have
buried
all
behind the
of it.
corner,
Yeah,
open
that's
that up.
why I
There's
like
no
12.
panic to get this out yet.
We have to. 12-7 didn't even barely hit their rock out of the rings. Okay.
No, I know. I'm saying
It's not. What do you like?
I liked your first call.
Yeah. Okay, me too. Freeze. Okay.
I think
Top
the rest
8.
of the hit's too risky.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it, Margot.
If we
Set
can
up
be
shot here.
inside,
we can.
Margot's got a great point. If you reckon the guard's not ideal, you high side it, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
Do you want a player to voice that opinion, Joe? I mean, I think there's some people watching going, say, hey, your skip wants you to play this. Why don't you just settle down, maybe talk about weights or where the brush should be, but why are you, do you appreciate Margot's stance here?
Absolutely, and if somebody doesn't think a shot is there or is really uncomfortable playing it, then it's best to talk it through. So you either do one thing, you change the call, or you talk it through on how you're going to make it. And I just think your chances of making it increase exponentially that way.
It's okay.
4-9.
Sorry, Margot.
They probably still can.
Just
Or
overbrushed
they
it a
can
hair.
probably use that one, or they have that one, or that one. They have lots of options.
Okay.
Where do you like? Side of the 4? Come in like here?
I think we need something
There's
to
3
overcome
options to
those
get
two.
that yellow out.
We wrap it all the way around and sit second here. So we're 2, 3.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
Even if we hang on the back of the 4, right?
Yeah.
Again,
like
they're going to the finesse shot to solve their problems.
Need a little bit more to get around.
I need to
that
go a
yellow.
little more ice.
Probably the right call, though.
Like here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think I need
they
about
went to
there.
the finesse on Jill's last, and I think now
Okay,
they're kind
you
of
like
committed
that?
to
Yeah.
it, Russ.
You got it.
Could try to hit the red one on the right side of center high and just remove a red, but then you've got a
Okay.
lonely yellow in there.
Like
Yes.
come
yes.
around back
Red would be
4.
first and
Just
third.
don't count those other guys.
Okay.
There's too many ways at second shot right now, so just getting another one in there is the best option.
That corner garden.
Yeah.
Okay, back 4.
Gotta assume she's freezing to the top there. I think. Yeah.
10. Yeah.
To go wider
Right out, sure.
than everything's been to get around the rocks that are at the top of the 8 foot.
Yeah. Tougher draw than normal, isn't it?
Really close.
Okay,
Christina
back 4.
Black.
It's great. Line's pretty close.
And
keep moving.
Skip Stone here in the third.
Heavy clean.
Stay down. How much?
She's always close with these draws. They just got to manage it.
Whoa,
Yeah,
we're there. We're there. We're there. Whoa. Still by.
Yeah,
We're there, French.
Yep,
Whoa,
you go. But yes, you gotta go.
Yep, go
Yep,
to
yep,
these
yep,
two.
yep, yep.
Whoa, you're by.
Yep,
You're
yep,
by.
yep,
Powers.
Whoa, whoa, curl.
And
Beauty
it'll
shot.
stop back.
I just wanted to be really good
4.
there. That's really
So
good.
shot
I
rock
I
still
couldn't-
belongs
I
to
don't wanna leave it
Skrlik
behind.
and
No,
Alberta.
I mean, we're in big trouble, so.
I know. I have 4 or 5.
Beautiful curling shot.
Do you agree they're still in big trouble,
Onto it.
Nova Scotia, Joe?
It's better than it
Better we
was.
play this angle now. That's the only angle I'd want to play now. Is that, or we just?
I don't see a double
Follower.
available on these
No,
yellows.
no.
It's gonna
I
be
think we
hard for
played
her
the
to curl.
angle.
Yeah. What?
I think we played I'm more willing to play the angle.
And then hit. Oh wait.
Do you save that? You can't really
Just
save
out
it for
here
your
in the
last
weeds?
here, Russ, can you?
No, and if you want to score a big score, I think you do give this a go. It's not simple, but Kayla Skrlik makes a share of these. If you ever make it good, you're right here.
We could, but if I pop her open, she's just gonna slash us in. Or herself. Like if I kiss it and pop it to there, then she's gonna just tap it in.
You don't think you get there with like 4?
It's just if I miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normal. Right, give me some ice.
Sorry.
Again, team DNA, right? I think Christina Black felt she had a better chance to make a really tough draw, and she did. And Kayla Skrlik, I think this is her shot. It's not easy. It's very
Maybe a
difficult,
stiff
but
normal, hey?
Then going that way. So I just kicked to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry knows it.
Yeah. You got it, Kels.
Might be a little sludgy out here.
Not going to whip this because they don't want to disturb what's in the house too much if they can connect.
9-5.
Man, I've heard her say it feels a little sludgy out here. 63% in the event on her angle raises. Big one here. Here we go. And going to touch it on the way by. And look at the result. They are sitting 2 around the edge of the button.
interesting weight call there. I thought she'd throw more, but just as well she didn't, because the red would have spilled farther.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Any more curl. Pretty good.
Remember in the first end, she had her peel weight hit over curl on her, and now less weight went straighter. It's just that first end caught her a few times. But it's a little crispy.
Yeah. It's. I mean, they're going to be sitting 2 no matter what.
Yeah, you might swoop in there a
You
little.
might. Yeah, we don't know the side as well. That's my only concern.
Okay.
Zero,
we can play it.
zero
Like,
draws
I don't
thrown on
know.
that side of the sheet
I'm
so
just
far this
wondering what
game.
else we
If
do.
you miss it, there's a yellow
Draw,
double
draw,
for as many as
guard
5.
it.
Draw. Here or here?
Nope, there.
Even if you do this, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad. Nope.
I'm just. Yeah, we don't want to ever set up a triple like if we're here.
No.
Like we have
Pretty
to.
similar shot. It should be the same
Let's
line.
do it. Similar lines.
We just have to
Kayla
take a window
Skrlik gets
here,
the
or are we trying to
chance,
get here?
gets tight to the red. That double's there for a pile, so
Just adjust them. It's same
probably smart to stay on this turn, because if you, to your point, Joanne, you go wide on the in turn, you haven't played it, you miss the 8-foot, you could lose the game here.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd much prefer to draw on the other side. They will leave it for Kayla, but I don't think they have any other choice. They have to protect this double.
If I have enough room.
I don't think she can ever cross under your red, not enough to not have let you have that, right? I think she can.
Can Nova Scotia sneak in for, well, you'd probably be first shot, as you, like they're so close, to two of them. Don't think so.
Little rub off their own, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can get to the inside with any speed.
Final stone for Nova Scotia.
Well done. Well done.
Christina Black.
Close, French. 7 line over. Yeah, French.
Powers.
Whoa. Gotta get low. It's great. Yeah, French.
Now again.
Whoa. Curl.
Look at this.
Go, Curly, go.
Can you get inside a little bit? They sit 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Nice.
That's the best they could have done.
Oh, yeah. Just two brilliant shots, really, when you think about it. It looks like she's missed because she didn't change the score, but it eliminates the that easy double.
Go, Curly, go.
It's nice curling. You just couldn't get tighter to it, Vic, really, to get any roll, because you wouldn't have any speed.
Yeah, that was
Playing a little bump, are they?
Yeah. Don't be wide.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much to touch a yellow one.
No.
They are sitting 2 at the moment. Alberta and Kayla Skrlik. Final stone on its way. Chance for 3 here. They can bump up their own.
Straight. Clean. Back 12. Clean.
Fleming. Here we go. Bump it up. And that bumped it too far. 1 and 2. Wow. Remember that point when it's all said and done. Chance for 3. Alberta gets just 2. We are in Thunder Bay, our final weekend of this year's Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. Yeah, it's a rail hub, to be sure. East and west. It's also Curling Day in Canada. And coming up, it'll be Lindsay Hamilton, Bob Weeks, yes, from the historic Granite Club in Toronto. And they'll have features from across our country. And yes, the Nigerians are picking up the game. The Winter Olympics has meant so much. If you want to participate in the games, just saw that the Philippines won the Asian Winter Games. I think there was a win over the Chinese, and they're from Switzerland, most of them, but their family background is Filipino.
Sister brothers, right?
Yes, you're right. So looking forward to that. Curling Day in Canada. Bob, Lindsay will be with you immediately following our coverage this afternoon from here in Thunder Bay. 2 very nice stones by Christina Black. Help gets her out of trouble, and then Kayla Skrlik a little too heavy with her little tap. Instead of 3, gets 2. We go to the 4th. Once again, it is Nova Scotia with last rock. They have the hammer playing the yellow stones.
It's just so interesting in that end, Russ. You talk about team DNA for Alberta, and Christina called a come around on one of Jill's rocks, because that's Christina's comfort zone. You draw your way out of trouble, but Jill's more leaning towards the hits, and in that situation they had a chance to either play a run up the middle, open things up, realizing they were in trouble, and Christina opted for her comfort zone, where maybe if they talk about that end after the game, Jill might have said, I kind of wanted the run back.
Okay. Top 4, Ashton. Okay. Should feel nice out here, hey? Whew, maybe not that far out here.
I know, it looks a little frosty, so I'm like, yeah, we haven't really.
I'm sad, you got it.
Yeah, a little stickier over here.
Well, I've heard a little sludgy, a little stickier, and primarily though on the outside.
Line's good.
It's even just the spots that haven't been used as much, it seems. If you're inner line early in the game, that can kind of be the case as well. If you go down the path out here, though, and it'll be right up to speed.
Yep. Yep, you have to go for line. Top 4. You have to go for line. You have to go hard, hard, hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going past. Keep going past. Hard, hard, hard.
Do you think, Russ,
4-5.
we'll ever get back to the
starting on any draw she has?
Try to run. Okay.
back to a time when we
Either into that one or
in
that
practice, when teams are in practice. Now I realize it's about drawing to the button, but maybe you say, okay, fellas, ladies, we'll just play a 2 or 3 down, and then we'll go to a let's find out the sheet, and everybody's responsible for playing in turns and out turns to get a real look at it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Probably not. What some of the teams do, and Nova Scotia did that today in practice. They threw all 8 rocks in a real big hurry down the 4-foot strip, down the middle, to break that pebble down a little bit and get feel for your release that particular day. And then, but then they don't have the time. They've got to rush to keen up and find the broom positioning for that draw to the pin.
Well, and you have to remember, the teams have to throw one of each turn. It's not like they're throwing 12 rocks down the same side. There's 2 sides to break down, so usually you'll see the teams kind of pair up, and they'll throw 6 or 8 trying to get the path broken down. That last stone draw is so important now. It's as good as a win. In some cases, if it's not good enough, it can eliminate you from events. It's just too important to spend time learning other parts of the sheet. They have to do that during the game.
Okay.
3. Line's good. 2.
In other words, no.
I guess we could have gone with that. It's a good idea, though, Beck. Right? It would be wonderful to have it.
You wouldn't be guessing, I guess.
Right.
The point is
Whoa,
that
whoa, not a 4. Not a 4.
Part of me loves the fact they have to guess, though. It's
Okay.
we're all spoiled now with the perfect conditions, and most part, it's nice for the some veteran skip might outthink somebody else by figuring out the spots in the ice. I kind of love that dimension.
It's the art of curling. It's reading the ice for the lines and for the weight, and it takes 4 heads out there to puzzle it out.
The in turn.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't played this one.
10 maybe to. Okay, this side should finish up a hair. Okay.
How much way are we sorry?
10. Okay, yeah, right to her.
You should be fine.
looking to pop it in behind their own corner.
Yes.
Okay. Jill Brothers.
10. No. Little hot. No. Close. Curl. Whoa, curl.
Nothing.
Curl.
Now helping it over Powers.
Whoa, under. It's just.
And
That's right. Okay.
made a couple of turns, a little turn towards the center line.
Do that. We can't get under. No. Control. Okay.
This nose too.
Team without hammer here would, in this case, Skrlik would like to roll under, can't. There's not enough space.
If we roll under, she'll have the double, so even nose is good.
Yeah. Good release. Easy. Got it.
That's a great point. If you do roll perfectly buried, there's probably a pretty makeable double to be buried.
Clean.
So you're probably better to stick this beside your own, right? Beside tight.
9-7. 10-5. 10. Curl. 10. Curl.
Ramsey.
Curl. Any roll.
And a little.
Good. 10-5.
Better there than buried, Vec, because now the double's easy, but it should be wide open.
Okay, inside one first. Yeah. Slightly. 8.5 to make sure they go. Yeah. Okay, right out there. Closer to 8. Okay.
You got it, Bobby.
Hit the broomstone first, you said?
Yes.
Cover. No. Yeah.
Powers. Want to hit the right one as we look at it first? Oh, she cracked it perfectly. Bang. They just exploded together.
I was like, don't yell until we're over, girl, so we can back it up. Thanks.
Interesting comment there. We talked, or I complained about the fact that they were getting pretty animated during the round robin games. That one they waited. You heard her say, "I wanted to wait till it overcurled."
We're trying to roll.
Good patience.
Oh, wait. Control. Okay. It seems to be coming down just a shade. Okay. Not much though. Easy. Clean. 10. Clean. 10. Clean. 10. Curl. 10.
Skip Stones here in 4. Kayla Skrlik. And very nice. They'll tuck a little piece underneath.
Tap that one.
So looking for consistency over the course of a week. Yeah, well, when you curl 59% against the defending champion, and for the most part, there's another one. But got away with it against PEI, 66, and today 67. A little slow start, of course, in that first end of play.
Yeah, the transfers so-so. So
Back line-ish.
I was thinking back 12.
Yeah, okay, back 12, okay.
Yeah, good back 12.
That should be close for the line.
Alberta did a nice job
Pretty high. It doesn't have a lot of time
rolling.
to curl.
There's lots of space to roll to, but it was such a straight spot that I easily saw it nosing. Now that that roll's happened, forces Christina to a tough tap.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Well, you know what? It's pretty consistent, isn't it? Mostly 70s and 80s. Yeah, it lost to Yukon, team from Whitehorse on last stone. Now the 69. That's the second loss. That was to Team Canada. And now 88%. So bringing one of her better games into this one. Must win for both these teams.
Clean. Back line. Clean, yep. Back line.
Nice chance here now to pretty simple to get it buried.
Whoa. No, French. No.
It's got to be shot rock, though.
They couldn't hold it up, right?
Nice shot. Good call, Joe.
And yeah, it is.
That's stopped dead.
Wow.
Solid. What do you like out here?
4, 6.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, the freeze is there, yeah. But we're not tapping it. We don't even know the line. We haven't even thrown it.
If you're going to play the freeze and you don't know the spot, you might as well play the come around, which you do know.
We can be back
Yeah,
to
space to work with too, with so many staggered guards in front.
Stay close. It should go easy through that hole.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Looked to me like that yellow was going to go too far, and it just stopped dead in the fresh stuff.
Have we thrown this?
Well, Ash threw a guard. Okay, this time. Slided nice.
So keep down on it.
Yeah, okay. You got it. Nice release here. Got it. It's close.
All you.
Top
Should be
floor.
nice curl
All you.
here.
Yep. You can yes, the line. Line only. Yep. Hard line. Becky.
Little sister.
Becky. Looking good.
Joined by Margot Fleming.
Nice. Curl. 4-9.
Wow.
Nice.
How do you like this? How do you like this?
Just as good as you can make it.
Becky. Looking good. It's looking good.
Just really well managed. Such a good specific chatter in the hack. Kayla dialed in exactly the weight she needed, and the line and the sweep were just perfect here.
Huh.
I only do much, but I do think it won't float. No, right? So I think that should be close. Okay. Yeah, I like it. You got it. Okay.
Angle race, stick it for what, maybe 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Angle run. Absolutely. You got it.
Yeah. Last time at the Scotties, Christina made a pile of these.
That's right.
I'll hover until I need to sweep. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it will, I don't think it will float here.
No, I think it'll just be true. Yeah. Okay. Trust it.
23 in Kamloops in the quarterfinal against Anderson, and lost it. Right now it is a stolen point. Alberta. Final stone. Christina Black, Jill Brothers calling line. Powers now. Have we got this? Have you got it, ladies? Run it back. Have you got it? Yes, you do.
That's outstanding.
Great call, Joe.
The experience of Jill Brothers calling the line. That's why they say this might be the best team for Nova Scotia since Jones won in 01. Down to just 4 teams remaining from the 18 that started last Friday. A week ago yesterday. Here at the Scotties in Thunder Bay, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. And this is quarterfinal Saturday. The winner will move on to the semifinal tomorrow. The loser will be eliminated. A reminder coming up tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Holman against Anderson, reigning Canadian champion against the former 4-time champion, with the winner there going right through to tomorrow's final. Corner goes up. As you say, delayed corner goes up from Alberta. Shot stone belongs to Nova Scotia. What a wonderful stone that was to get 2. And so here in the 5th, Alberta with Last Rock have the hammer playing the Red Stones.
That was thrown so well out of Christina Black's hand. The only way you could screw that up was with the brushing, and they didn't make that mistake either. It was just perfect.
Curl. Distance. Distance. Keep going. Slide it going. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Good
Yeah, we're trying to guard that guy.
Okay.
I think we try to freeze on this guy. Okay.
Pretty high. We can hit and roll. It's pretty straight side though.
Yeah. No. Freeze. Keep. Top 8. If you bounce, that's fine. Okay.
What's it doing over here? Have we played this?
Oh, wait. That looks pretty tight.
Yeah, have they played out here, Joe, before?
No, they haven't. So you have to assume it'll be slower. We talked about trying the top, but Kayla feeling it's too straight there and too far to push that Nova Scotia stone.
Margot, hard. It looks like a rocket.
Fleming.
Hard. Keep going.
I'll go, Phil.
Not ever slow down.
Good.
I need the last.
And it doesn't
Good shot.
go very far. Just stop center line. Back 4.
Behind the guard or even right there. Okay.
Probably pretty straight.
Yes.
Just 11 here would be good.
It'll curl at the end, okay?
Yeah, it will fit right out there. Clean.
Hair down. Yep.
Guys, get
Hard,
Carly.
Whoa.
Everest.
Hard.
Now watch this roll. And it'll roll over and cover the shot rock.
Just like yesterday. Did you do the same thing as yesterday?
I can't. Coming off the bench.
Sorry.
It's nice to see Jen Baxter back and sitting as the alternate, but now cannot play.
Can't quite make the double roll to the inside, so they're going to try to make the double and roll to the corner.
Ashton Skrlik.
Yes! Whoa! Yes! Jer!
Quite a bit of weight here.
Ramsey. And stuffed it.
Not bad.
And a
Not
remain
bad.
shot rock.
She just slid tight.
Nova Scotia without
She slid tight.
the hammer.
7-6.
Nose, little rolls, good.
Yeah, I've only got 3 quarters, so.
11. Okay.
Right at the stick.
Yeah, this side should finish up.
Yeah, like you can. Right out of
11.
Yeah.
Love to get to nose here and be partially covered behind the off-center guard. Nice way not to leave a double for Nova Scotia. Or Alberta, rather.
Jill Brothers.
Clean. Curl. Whoa. Yeah. Good. Good shot. 10-8.
And rolls it over.
Sorry, Marley.
Spins maybe a little far. Shows the shot rock.
If it stops, that's okay. It's probably going to play this role. Do you like firm?
A really good spot for them.
I don't know about this. Yeah. Can't we just make the double?
They are farther apart than we think.
Doesn't that just jam and roll for them?
This?
No, like.
We're gonna jam and roll theirs onto the button.
No, it's gonna jam and just be here. Okay.
Okay.
I like this.
Okay.
The concern is jamming the top yellow and rolling it underneath. And Christina Black, the way she plays, will just loop another one in there.
Yeah, if they happen to roll perfectly buried,
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yes.
A5. Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Ramsey.
Roll it.
And runs it by. Will that get underneath? Well,
That's not bad. Sorry, I should have called that
maybe
earlier.
half a stone.
8-7.
Quarter.
Just down.
Certainly.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Like last one was 10-8. Maybe 11 and a half.
Okay. 11 and a half. Yeah, so shave off half second. You got it.
Weight's great.
Yeah.
Clean. Weight's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah. Whoa.
Clean. 10-8. Yes. 11-8.
There isn't a statistic for great line calls. So she'd be 100% on that.
Yes.
Carly.
Sorry, it looked like it made a big jump, and
I said 11-8
And
too.
her
it was 11.
back and through it goes and able to hold the shooter.
It was 11-8. It just wasn't taking that jump.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to jump. Nice
Good
job.
sweep. Any roll is good, but you have all the backing in the world. I think you throw firm again, Margot.
Yeah, you normally on these hit and rolls, you'd like to be a little quieter and utilize the left and right brushing. In this case, you can't throw it hard enough and roll across the top of the buried yellow, so firm weight will run right into it.
Firm down, A5. Yep. Hard.
Ramsey.
Hard. Any roll.
Roll over to it. And gets closer.
A1, that was good. Just like roll back.
Yeah, you don't like nose. Keeping it.
I don't mind it.
Because we're above the T line, that's my only thought.
Yeah. Nose is okay, yeah.
Ideally, you like this better, though? Do you want to roll them
No,
even?
I like nose. I just didn't want to roll under at all. You know what I mean? And leave a freeze. So I kind of like rolling away.
I don't mind rolling even.
Yeah. Should be fairly straight this way.
Yeah, I threw one this way in the first end, right?
Yeah.
It was grabbing fresh pebble, so a bit different now.
Just probably like an 11.
11-2?
Yeah, right about
Okay,
there.
got her.
Well, after the last stand was a great draw. First of all, you got to give credit to Kayla Skrlik, and then she makes this.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought right out of her hand, I had confidence this was going to be made. And you know what, Vic? I was right.
Wow. Every squirrel. And that was for two. Wonderful. And then on top of it, I think the line call.
Yes.
The experience of a Jill Brothers now in an 8th Scotties pays off there. The key shot, which Russ already knew, is brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Go, French. Hard. Yeah, keep going. Whoa. That's good. Great shot. Nice ball.
Perfect. That's exactly what you wanted to do. Joe, she's really playing well.
Yeah, and you just get the sense of the momentum for Christina towards the end of the round robin. There were some really close games, some high-intensity moments where you wondered how she would handle the pressure. And to make a shot like that, I can't imagine what that does for a skip's confidence.
Yeah. So true.
And I mean, she was 86% last night in the win over BC. And you just saw there, she's up to 88. So.
Yeah, fantastic numbers when you really need them. And that angle raise for 2 just hits the other team in the head, doesn't it? Like they're thinking, boy, we made a perfect come around, played a great end, going to steal one here. Not only don't steal one, they give up the deuce.
Kayla Skrlik.
8-5. Whoa. 8-5. Close. 8-5. Curl. 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 Close. Curl. Close. Roll. Hard.
Really nice throw. I'm not sure you could. You'd have to throw way harder, I guess, but.
Shoot. Good throw. Yeah.
You hit much less of this. It's probably rolling a little too low almost.
Yes.
I think
Well,
that's
it would have.
almost the best they could have done.
Yeah.
So 11-5.
Nice shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't want you to throw like.
No,
12-5.
at first I thought I couldn't see hardly any of it. So then just take about the same almost, you
Pretty
know?
close. Yeah. You got her.
Pretty similar everything.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a lot of the top weights to the wings yet.
Yeah, just stay on the hose and get rid of it.
Okay.
Just 11-5.
Yeah, I was gonna say pinch less, eh?
Yeah, just a pinch less weight.
Great. Same idea. That last throw was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, so right at the stick. Nice release here.
11-5. Yep.
Her 4th appearance as a skip after a couple of Scotties appearances with Marianne Arsenault.
Hard. Clean.
Yes.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Clean. Whoa, curl.
Whoa.
Like to hang around.
No roll.
Steady. Okay.
And it will
Sorry, I
not.
heard your yell. I was like, ooh.
Wow.
I knew it was hard to stay unless I threw like tweener, but I didn't really want to take the weight down too much.
A
I was
tweener.
like, that yell?
It's 11-2.
Yeah.
It's just referring to a weight class, just a lightweight. So somewhere between backline and hack is what they call tweener on this team.
Heel?
They had to protect. You couldn't ever risk wrecking on the guard there and gifting a 2 to Alberta. So Kayla will be happy to take the blank here.
Anything dicey about going out this wide, Russ?
There's a bit of pebble. I don't think at this speed it's more just execution. I think they've got the berm right where they need it.
Heel down.
Clean.
Heel down.
Clean.
Heel.
Clean. Nice shot.
And so we will put our second blank on the board. We'll go to the break. The winner moves on here at the Scotties.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
Shannon Clybring, the Olympic bronze medalist from 2006, is the coach of this Kayla Skrlik team from the Garrison Club in Calgary. And we're midway through as we check the numbers after 5.
And for Team Alberta, they had a chance to get a 3 on the board in the third end, but Kayla was just slightly heavy on the tricky tap that was left for her, had to settle for 2. And for Christina Black, a highlight reel shot, a slash to get 2 instead of giving up a steal. That's been the main difference here so far. Christina has to be happy with these numbers. 85% in an elimination game is outstanding for a skip.
The winner will move on to the semifinal tomorrow afternoon. 4-2, Christina Black out of the Halifax Curling Club as they huddle with their coach, the 4-time Brier participant, Stuart McLean. Schreiber, Ontario, about 2 hours, they say, I guess, depending on the traffic, is east of Thunder Bay. And that's where you'll find Kim Asmussen, retired principal, does this now. He is a snowshoe artist. And they are wonderful designs. Started doing it during COVID, looking for something to do. Upwards of 30 kilometers of walking to do these kinds of designs. A reminder, it is Curling Day in Canada. And coming up, Lindsay Hamilton, Bob Weeks will be at the Granite Curling Club, and they'll bring you several unique stories. Curling Day in Canada. Hope you'll stay with us right after the game and join Lindsay and Bob. The main lighthouse leading to the harbor here in Thunder Bay. Welcome back on this Saturday. 4 teams remain in contention for this year's Scotties title. Coming up tonight, 7 Eastern Time, the reigning champion, #1 in Canada, #1 in the world, Rachel Homan, will be on the ice against the four-time champion, Carrie Anderson, who's rebuilt her team, of course. And they'll play at 7. The winner goes right through to Sunday's final. The loser will play the winner of this one tomorrow in the semifinal. So here we go to the second half. 4-2, Nova Scotia leads it. And after that, blank in 5, it is Alberta and Kayla Skrlik with Last Rock. They have the hammer, playing the Red Stone.
Well played in by both teams there. And Nova Scotia couldn't quite hang on to set 2 to get the force, but it was just a bit too risky.
Line's good.
Wait's there.
Wait's there.
Different start to the end here, Russ. Usually a team up 2 would maybe throw their rock in the rings, knowing that their opposition is probably going to throw the corner to generate their 2. But having seen so many delayed corners, Nova Scotia decided to put up the center line guard first and then come around.
God, it just cranks over. Good. 15.
Boy, tons of finish hog line in on that intern side.
Okay, you just gotta make sure you give it a nice little ad.
Short's okay.
25, yeah. Lights tolerance. Spread out, sure, okay?
It's a huge ad. Huge ad.
Easy, no, I had 11.
Okay. Oh, I did 20.
Marley Powers.
5. Toppy.
5. Really close.
Easy line if you can.
5.
5's great.
Still brothers.
Hard.
We're close.
Hard, guys. Yep.
Hard.
And Carly Everest.
Yep. Jill.
Small bounce.
Whoa.
Good sweep. Oh, good sweeping.
Nice shot,
Marley.
Wow.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Freeze. Top 12 now.
Okay. Side's just as nice, eh? Yeah. You got it. You got it, Ash.
One of the reasons this team played so much
Back 8.
this season, the most of any team in the field, was because they too rebuilt. Margot Fleming coming in at 3rd, and then they swapped Ashton and Jerry Lynn. They flipped positions.
Fine. We're
really bad.
Lead and 2nd. Look at that. Oh.
Pretty good.
It just touched it and geared off it. Came around.
Surprised everyone on the ice there. Thought I heard really back at the hog line.
We're fine.
And I think this touches, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just spins off the back.
Look at, whoa, hello. And come in there just like that. Wow. Oh, you got a little U-turn.
Not where they wanted it, though.
Ruined our angle a little bit, though.
Yeah.
It's still bounce.
Oh, okay. Give us like 2 feet less. Yeah.
I pounded that, so similar.
Okay, similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give you a little break. I had a little less.
Me too.
Alberta's waiting a long time to open things up here now.
3. Hard then.
A little more room.
Pile of yellow to deal with.
3. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard, Jill.
Still 3.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Little more. Little bounce.
Wow, let's sweep.
Good sweep.
Oh, you
That's
bet.
good.
And
Good sweep.
that
Shoot.
That just overlaps a little bit.
Yeah. Feel. Keep.
Yeah, got to take a crack at the double here, open it up.
We'll watch the rules.
Yeah. Clean. Clean. Margot. Margot. Clean. Margot. Margot.
And gets them.
Not bad. Good shot.
And now they've got something to work with on that that side, that intern side.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. It's like 2.5. You know, smart. Yeah. Okay, re-outer. Just need to catch my breath. Yeah, that's it. Good. Nice shot. 40? Great. Let's make sure I have a nice little ad at the end there. Wait. No. 3. Felt heavy. It though. 3. Felt heavy. I'm pretty wide. 3.
Easy down a bit.
Here. Yeah. It's coming down. Wider path. 2.5. Yep. 3. Whoa. Let it die. 3. Whoa. 2. 2.5. Yep. 2.5. Yep. Distance. Keep going. Whoa.
And there you go.
Good guy.
2,
Nice.
2.5. 3 would be a little closer, maybe, Joe. 1 would be up near the hog line.
We try to tap this. And if we kiss the front, we'll play it very close. 13. Okay.
Yeah, they wanted to be a little bit higher, just assuming that Alberta might try to
like
run
that.
it into the pile
Chunk the guard
here,
hard,
but they're
it's
going to
fine.
go after the touch weight shot here anyways. So much curl on the draws. I think this is worth a play. And
Certainly.
play it tight to the guard. If you happen to wreck, you might roll onto the rings behind your corners.
Down.
Just try to
Close. Clean.
disturb these rocks in the button and forefoot here. Create a bit of space.
Yep. Whoa. Roll it, Jared. Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
roll
at
it.
this.
Really,
Good
really
shot.
good
Very,
shot.
very good. Nice to roll it in
Great
behind
shot.
those 2 corners.
Also unlocks the shot rock, which is now removable without getting your own back red.
Real good.
Oh, some nice shots being made in this game.
Wouldn't your first thought, though, Joe, is to run, if you were
Roll it.
Skrlik, is to run
Good
that
shot.
yellow back and block everything?
That's what I thought they would play, but Kayla, obviously seeing how Ashton's draw really curled in there, felt that would be, that the chase was possible, and it's a great situation now for Alberta.
It is under for sure.
Gentle out. Really close. Top 8, top 4. Okay, stay close. Line's good. Whoa, Carly. Stay
You're coming all the way down, freezing into that little
Yes.
pocket.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Chill Brothers. Everest.
No bounce. Yep.
Got to get it through this hole, though,
Wait,
first.
great.
Here they go.
Hard. Hard line. Go. Hard. Great. Nice. Good job, guys.
Shot rock still remains Nova Scotia.
15. Good. Keep yelling at me. Yeah. Great job, Caroline. I can't tell. Okay.
You're going. You're good.
Okay. Good. It's just they're going to have like 3 in
Don't talk to me
there.
now, please. I'm trying to catch my breath.
You know it's not terrible. You got it, Margot.
You could probably raise this yellow high side onto the.
No. Play this turn. Whoa, wait. No turn, right? Okay. You got it.
They're so,
Same thing, though?
it's so straight that the curlers have been giving negative ice for the out turns in this area. So that means if the rock is let go, it's inside of where they want to hit it, knowing that it'll back up with a little bit of sweeping.
Yeah. Close. Close. Ash. Watch the run. Ash, hard. Cross.
Bang.
Not bad. Pretty good.
Margot Fleming. And the second straight end, she's come up with a house buster.
Good.
It was going to auto go over to that red one anyways. A really good call.
Terrible. Yeah.
This level, when you're making this many shots, it's all about
Pretty good.
finding a way to make the other guy's shots hard enough to get an error.
Okay, you got her.
This is not simple.
Watch her by the guard.
I don't think the double's there, do you, Joe?
No, I don't think you can throw it hard enough, but you can probably push one Alberta stone out of the 8-foot, just that top one.
Yeah.
Or try to get as close to nose as you can and tap the back one out of the 8-foot, rather.
Okay, cool.
Seems to be moving in this spot.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah. Probably like a 90. Yeah.
Needs quite a bit of curl past the guard, though.
Right at her here, Tina. Move it. Yep. Wait, great. Yep. Hack. Hard.
Skip stones in 6.
Hard, Carly.
Christina Black.
Hard.
Everest. Sneak it. They did. Now angle it and roll it over. Just fails to touch the shot stone back button.
Great sweep.
Could not have made that any better unless you're a lot lighter.
Oh my God. Thank you for yelling.
Good line call. Good. I wasn't worried ever. It's like,
I mean, I'm glad you swept it the whole way.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. I was like, I love my throw.
I just didn't feel like you poked it at all.
Oh no.
Yeah, it felt like a little square.
Just gives you an
so I was like,
idea. Last
not gonna float
one
back.
No.
championship won by Nova Scotia was Colleen Jones in 01, but then of course she went on to that Run West Team Canada. That's provincial win. So yeah, they're looking at Black 7-5, lost in this very game 2 years ago at quarterfinal to Carrie Anerson. But retooled, the addition of Jill Brothers. And what did you hear Christina just say? Nice line call.
Yes, how true. This team's benefited from the legendary Marianne Arsenault over the years too.
Little bit. Back four.
And where did Marianne go to school?
Colleen.
Back four,
Jones.
Becky. Okay, whoa. Clean. No, clean.
Back 12.
Okay, back four, back eight.
Okay, Kels.
Go for it. That's not bad.
I wish I was going to bounce off more. That fixed it back fall.
No.
It was a great run by Selena Sturmey a year ago. And then Kayla Skrlik in her second appearance now said she learned so much.
I have an angle run. Just kidding.
Yeah, the last win was Chelsea Carey in 19.
She's playing. I just wasn't quite sure what the speed was. Do you guys know?
I
the
know.
speed?
It just looks pretty similar to the last one. This is deeper.
So draw the bottom path, but it's up to you, wherever you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling this.
Okay, that's fine then. Close to way on her last one.
I mean, we can do the freeze if you want.
It is totally up to you.
Go through it.
If you know the freeze and you feel good about it, I think it's a great result.
Yeah.
It's even more buried.
I think play this.
Okay. Right, you got it.
Same weight. It was 11-8.
I think the freeze, now she just made it look
Right
easy,
at her.
but I think the freeze is slightly easier. There's a pretty big port there, and you can be a hair heavy and tap one in the back. This has to be so close to the guard to be really good. It's obviously risky.
Good hack. Yeah. Forward. Yeah. Hard. Whoa.
Everest backs off.
Yeah. Oh, curl.
Got it by. They do. Here we go. What do you got? And tap it over and out and roll it over. So the path is still there for Skrlik.
Yeah. I was just like, the freeze, that port doesn't look that great. If I
It's
throw,
just heavy coming
yeah, if
through
I
it.
throw dead weight, I'm over curling.
Yeah.
I'd have to throw tap weight.
No, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I was like, I
think that was
threw
just a
it.
little more weight than your first one.
Yeah.
That's all.
Totally. Yeah. A little bit lost.
Yeah.
Good for Marley, eh, to
Exactly.
listen that one and then
A little
say
bit more
it's just a hair
ice as
heavier,
well.
Skipper.
You got it. Still like a little less here.
Yeah.
Better than a hair lighter in that situation, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Still has to be made.
A little early. Hey, go. Line's good.
Line's good.
Good.
I saw it on her first. It was a little bit heavy.
It's really cold.
Got to get off the corner.
Yeah, to navigate that port.
Yeah, got to go here.
Nice.
Off the guard.
Help it over. Cut it over. Cut. Keep going. Keep going. Get off it. No. And again, missed opportunity. Will they come back to haunt? She had a chance for 3 in the third, remember? And misses a chance for 2 now. Final stone here in 6. Now Burgess, here we go. Oh, wow. Look at this for 3!
Saved
How
it.
do you like that?
Big deal. Nope.
Now, miscue.
We're good.
Bang, bang, and away they go. Goodness.
So good.
Throwing darts. And they'll be throwing stones at each other tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It is the Page 1-2 Page game. The winner, of course, gets that big bonus. You go right through to Sunday's final, while the loser will get their second chance tomorrow in the semifinal against the winner of this one. From the 4 sheets in play throughout round robin, we are now down to just the 1 sheet here at the Fort William Gardens. And the Scotties in Thunder Bay. But you know, you go back. Saskatchewan or Alberta, Skrlik, they missed that chance for 3. That's 1 point. You miss a point there, added up, they would be leading right now. But instead they trail by 1, 4-3, Nova Scotia. And as we pick up play here in the 7th, it is the team from Halifax that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Yeah, that's it, Vic. It looked like that one was well thrown. Whether it might have had a little outward motion and the speed looked close, but they jumped it maybe a little bit early, Joe. I don't know.
Yeah, and in watching the shot come down the sheet, I didn't think you could hurt it on that side because there was so much curl at the end, but that early sweep really kicked it into a wider line. The weight looked fine, but it just did not have the curl at the end.
5. 5, yeah.
Those are so frustrating as the sweeper because something you don't expect to see online. You're just focused on the weight. You want to put that touching the forefoot. It's still pretty precise, and to have a point slip through your fingers like that is tough to bounce back from.
Hard, Joe. Hard. Whoa. Roll it. Get it.
Get through.
She said just the 1, eh?
So close to making contact on that second guard.
Okay. Got it. Oh, that's all.
Line's good. Where? Okay.
A little deep.
No.
Okay.
Can you go around? Knife.
Can we go top 12?
Knife. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
Just 3, 4.
6. Okay.
Okay.
Good. 6-4.
Oh.
Stay hair high.
Hey, Marley, you got this.
What's your approach, Joe, if you're Nova Scotia? You've got the last rock here in 7. You're up by 1. I know you're not going to necessarily
Yep.
take your foot off the gas, as they like to say, but does your game plan become a little more conservative?
You do. You're looking for a conservative 2 in this situation. Marley won't be happy with wrong siding that double peel attempt. But Vic, the last thing Nova Scotia wants to do here is give up a steal and even up the score here.
Still set though.
Yeah.
So they'd be happy to play it a little bit more open, make sure they have a shot for 1, and if late in the end there's an opportunity to generate that 2, they will take it.
Yeah, we always talk about even ends, odd ends, all that stuff, but even if they were forced a 1 here, they're 2 up playing 8. They give up 2 and 8. They score a 9. They're still 1 up coming home. So it's not perfect, but yeah, you can't give up the steal. That's job number 1.
Yeah, and you could argue if they happen to give up the steal to Alberta here, well, then you're tied playing 8. You have a hammer and 8 and 10 in theory, but there's that momentum sometimes in a 10-end game. You don't want to give it up right now.
Great shot. 7-6. Okay. Good sweep. But now we can't.
Well, you can on their turn.
No.
Try and get it under there. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good spot. You got it. Okay.
Okay, right out there.
Yeah.
Things can go wrong here too. You know, trying to red, it could be red-yellow, and the red long guard could spill back into the center area.
Harley Powers. 1, 2, and leave it right there.
Good sweep.
So an exchange of stones. Alberta is sitting the one, top of the button without last rock, and they also have now a tight center.
Was that like a 2?
That's a 2, yeah.
Okay.
I like the same weight. You got it, Margot.
That's more ice.
Just for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
We might see Nova Scotia try to chase, play a heavy draw weight, and tap this rock. It's so good. It's top button here for Alberta. And they're just putting up a high guard. So in theory, there would be some space to curl past the guard and make a tap if you're Nova Scotia.
Kate, 1, 2. 1, 2. Kate.
So that's an example of Margot let the rock go, and they said hit it. So they swept it early to kick it out into a wider line. So assuming the throw was a slightly tight, that's how you save it with sweeping a little bit, the early sweep.
Sit. Good. Good.
Pretty long, Jill. I think you can move it.
It doesn't look good.
The guard's high.
It is really high.
Just like back 8.
Yeah, we're just gonna probably roll open.
Not if you throw him back 8.
You like it?
It doesn't
I think
look
we need
great.
to try.
I think he gets a nose in back 8.
Me too.
For sure. Okay. You got it, Joe. So what do you guys want to see?
It's pretty long.
Yeah, too much.
That
No,
guard,
that's great.
I think
Right
you
up
can
the
get
stick,
at this with the right speed.
Jill Brothers.
Yep. Back 8. Got stuck on my hand.
Back 4. Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
Won a Canadian mixed
Whoa. Back
championship
8.
back in the day with Mark Dacey, former Canadian men's champ.
Hard. Whoa. Curl.
Go, Tina. Move it. Go.
Oh, they're going to avoid the jam.
Great shot.
Oh, yeah, they'll just push it back. That is,
Very good, Jill.
that slide path, though, is looks pretty flat now.
Good job.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely slowing down a little.
Good throw, Jill.
Really nice shot. The perfect weight. That's the key there.
Dead berry.
But they're like
Yeah.
So high and it curls.
like the guard's high. You can do it.
I think you could have thrown on his back and probably nosed it. Got by the guard by lots.
Yeah. From down there, we're just so dead.
You could freeze here. This is a bit on the dangerous side.
For the weight, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a chance.
I was
Like,
like,
don't curl it or it will over curl. It will like shade just
Problem
a hair
with
high. Hey?
freezing is Christina would still have
Got it.
a 4 foot to get that second point here. So Kayla feels as though this is the best option. Make the run. It's a great result if you make it.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully avoid the jam.
Just control. 10, 5, 10. Close. Yep. Hair down. Yep. Yep.
Ashton Skrlik. And got it all but stuffed it, and it will leave it there. Shot rock, Nova Scotia, back edge of the 4.
Good shot. Really good shot.
Sweet. Yeah, it's such good weight.
Here, more curl. That was gold.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's your weight?
Like that 12. You think that's good?
11.8?
11.8, yeah.
Just for killing it.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, you got her.
That's a great shot by Kayla. She wasn't happy with the jam, but still puts the pressure here on Christina. If she hits and rolls open, there might be a double
Sure. Kill that one.
available for Skrlik.
Where are we trying to go with the shooter?
Well, I'd like to stay in the 8 foot.
Okay. I think
So
you want to
just
hit
roll like a few feet.
Okay, not even, right?
Well,
Do you want the roll?
I don't really
We
care.
want to sit 2.
I want to sit 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll to protect, maybe not.
Okay.
Doesn't really care. She just sits right there. Doesn't make a difference to you, Russ?
Well, I think yes, it does. But I think really what she's explaining to the front end is it does get this thing out of here. The way the score is, you leave it edge on edge, it'll be a double. You roll too far, there'll be a double.
Now, after waving off Powers, it's up to Everest. Oh dear.
Hard, keep going. Go.
And it goes no.
Up under? I thought the wave was close. Play that. 4-6. Okay. The wave was good. Nice try. Shoot. Sorry. It's okay.
I think it's kind of the weight they wanted, but Jill was lighter than that, and they just envisioned more curl.
They couldn't have risked missing on the over curl side, because that would have jammed on the rock at the back of the forefoot, so they were protecting there.
My way? Your way, Margot. Yeah.
Great chance, though, for Kayla. Hit and roll to the center line here and get the force.
Board. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's quite straight here. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Got it. You got it, Kels. Board down. Lean. Board down. Yep. Whoa. Board down. 12. Curl. Ash. Hard. Hard. 11-5. Okay. Ash. Whoa. Yep. Ash. Yep. Roll it hard.
And rolling it inside. Very nice. So it's going to force Nova Scotia and Black to chase.
Certainly is. Without the roll there was a soft weight nose double for 2.
You want to throw T-line weight, or if you want to bump it a hair?
Yeah.
They know this path really nice for Carly's.
I think right there and just T-line.
Okay, you got her.
It's a really good question from Jill. Do you want to play to the backing, or do you just want to play the cold draw? Because if you take ice for the cold draw, but you throw to the backing, that can run straight.
Giving the skipper the input too, like what does she want to do? It's up to her.
25?
Yeah, 20-25, yeah. I actually would really like to see 25. I think that'd be perfect, so.
Just let her know and we'll play the line to make sure we get right onto the button.
Okay, right out of there. Nice release, okay?
Yeah.
Jill Brothers has the brush down just outside the edge of the 8. Final stone. And right now, it is
Go back.
Alberta sitting 2.
It's okay. Go back.
Bit wide. Good.
Powers trying to just keep it a little straight. Now, Everest
Back 4. Back 4.
going to come over for her. Now, Everest a little bit more. Now the carry. You're doing it. And very nice. Great draw.
I had 20. Yeah, me too.
Everyone was on the same page.
Really close. Like you got 25, but it's like
It reads 5-3 Nova Scotia. You're looking at the lead stone from the Nova Scotia. Lee Carly Everest. 5-3 Nova Scotia leads it. Welcome back on this Saturday afternoon. Our coverage of the Scotties into the final weekend. Down to just 4 teams. And after this game, down to just 3. And it's Jerry Lynn Ramsey with the statistical advantage over Everest as she throws her second. And here in the 8th, it is Alberta with last rock. They have the hammer playing the redstone.
Keep going.
Yep. Keep going. Yep. Keep going. Roll it off. That's not bad, Jer. Sorry. 6-1.
Good bounce back game for her. Last night we saw her, I think in that first flash and then hog one. Remember? She had a bad start. I think she was 75% last night, so brings her percentage up some 20 points.
Wait's really good.
easy. Yeah, just cleaning. Yeah, 1.5.
Really like
easy,
a little tight,
then.
a little for line.
Easy, one.
Whoa.
Really close. Okay, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Really close.
Easy line.
Wait till there.
Whoa.
Whoa, it
No,
looks heavy.
Not really.
Well, it's almost to my feet. Curl.
I don't think
curl,
it's your feet.
Good judge.
Curl. Curl. Okay.
Maybe, yeah. Real nice.
I was like, it
That's
is.
where you're standing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Peel. Just a shade high. Okay. Watch the roll,
Going to
Jared.
need one of these
Got it.
to access the corners.
Are you worried about, at this point in time, the shot rock Nova Scotia
Jared. No.
top
Jared.
button, or are you just trying to open things up, Joe?
Just trying to get the middle open here. We've seen some brilliant clearing shots where sometimes you get the double peel, it spills into the rings and gets everything, but not necessarily the biggest concern at this point.
Last weight. Really gentle.
Line set.
One.
I think you're okay,
Tell me
Joe.
off if I need to.
Line
I'm fine.
set.
One. Okay, go back. Go back. Go back. Yeah.
Curl in a bit more. Whoa, you're over. You're over.
Really nice.
Good job,
Nice sweep.
Ellie.
Nice
Nice sweep, girls.
That's perfect.
Play straight back, Ashton. Okay. Peel.
Even though it's so long, Rush, you can't ignore it.
Yeah, because of what Alberta wants to do. They want to clean up everything down the middle, and the more separation, the better in this case, and you couldn't do it any better than that.
Remember, Marley Powers came into the game early second end after Jen Powers, or Jen Baxter, pardon me, left. Jen is back. So they get the high one.
45s on both those.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The second one was a little more gentle.
Yeah.
They play that 5-person rotation, and they do it every game.
You're splitting center, okay,
And
Joe?
then they practice that way back in Halifax. On the ice sometimes 2-3 times a week.
At some point, I think you're going to see Kayla call for that angle raise on the red.
Line's good.
So be careful.
Same as Marley.
No,
Line's
we're over. It's more on yours.
Okay. Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
Low line.
Yeah, we're over.
Just let it sober.
Little past your broom.
No.
Not quite to your feet.
It's your feet.
Yeah,
Curl, 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 curl.
Nice.
Good. Nice job, guys.
Good, Joe.
Last time I said it wasn't to your feet, it was.
You're right.
Do you ever like the tap?
You know,
It's at the very least, even if you're a bit high, it opens it up. And we're gonna have something.
I kind of thought one more run, but
I think we played the tap, Margot. Okay, give us some more options.
okay.
Do
Throw
you like
like a
this, Joe?
13-5.
Was this the time?
Okay.
I think so. You could do it now or maybe on Margot's next, but I like the call. I thought they might play this with weight and just try to run it onto the shot rock, but this should give them some options. They could even tap this corner guard into the hole on the other side and have a couple different ways at shot rock here. The goal of playing these runners up the middle was to be able to use the corner guards to generate the two, but it's just getting too late in the end now, so they have to change gears.
Curl. Curl.
Gotta really curl to get enough of it.
Curl.
Ashton. And we'll just catch enough and bump it into the hole on the other side.
Big set.
Shot rock, however, remains Nova Scotia without the hammer.
Yeah, you probably rolling down.
Bad break there. You maybe would have been smarter to brush that all the way down and keep it in front of the yellow.
What did you hear? This side should finish up a
Hit
bit.
it thinner.
Do you think you could throw like 11-2?
Yep. Okay, you got it right out there.
Huge shot here. Just roll somewhere. Buried, obviously, would be the best, but just don't leave it there.
10-5.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Close. Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Chill Brothers.
Hard.
Everest.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's it. Okay.
to sit 2. And they appear to both be open now.
It's good. I guess I'm glad I was big. That really finished.
I know.
Holy.
Yeah, they weren't looking to roll this far. They just kind of wanted to flop to the center line here. They might have kicked their own rock out far enough to the open to leave a double for Alberta.
I think with big weight, it's there.
Surprised everyone. They weren't on that for line until late.
Yeah. To throw any less.
This has
You
to
don't
be
want to run it out there.
extremely close to the guard.
Just
roll it, even if you tap that other Nova Scotia rock a foot.
Fleming has made a couple of big clearing shots. Brothers made some wonderful line calls. 1 and 2.
Good shot.
And
Good shot.
first glance, I'm thinking yellow.
Good shot.
Really
Yeah,
good
great.
throw. You kicked it at the open and you're buried.
Great shot, Margot.
Great sweep.
Setting them back.
Yeah.
Past the rock.
Oh my gosh, it's just so, like, even that was hard.
So it can,
What do you think?
Right there.
it does look like a
Yellow.
tricky
You
port.
can
Red.
like rub off
I think
that one.
yellow.
A hair,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay. So like throw weight that's almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the spot where Kayla Skrlik was drawing for her second point. And they swept it and really straightened out the line.
Hit the corner,
Yeah,
and
I'd
the corner
like
is
to, like,
virtually in the exact same spot.
Kind of shimmy off our schedule.
Might have had an in-out motion to the release. That's hard to tell from our screen, but Christina Black would like to get to the inside, kind of tap and roll in, it looks like.
Release, okay?
Just draw weight.
It will finish hard
Yep.
here.
Christina Black.
Close. T-line.
Stay close.
Yep.
First stone, Nova
Hard.
Scotia skip
It's
here in
gone. I
8.
think it's gone. It's
Pick.
yeah. Stay down. Try to win.
Caught
Yeah.
something, Vic.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Trying to
Top
guard
four.
their own here now.
Try to get it back.
And
Get it
maybe
back,
one
get it back.
more. And it did it.
It
That's
just
unfortunate.
hit. Just
Yeah.
hit something.
I tell you what, I don't think,
Okay.
I think that's the first one I've heard this week a pick.
Yeah, no, it's been great.
Ah, that's unlucky.
Yeah. Super unlucky.
12? I just never want to do like that and give her the double. That's the thing. Yeah. But I think 12. It shouldn't curl that much.
It's
here.
easier the
Okay,
bigger
you're aiming at,
port with
to
the
hit it right there
outturn,
and roll.
and
Like,
you're rolling
Less
left.
than half with 12.
You want to roll right, you have to go in turn.
Inside the hip.
Darn, I was hoping I would like hit the guard enough so that I could have a straight run.
Honestly, probably less. Sure. $12.
Okay. It's that run, right?
Yeah. But it's run on the 4 foot.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be in it yet.
So try to cross the face of this yellow and
Well,
roll
yeah, we
behind the
want to roll
corners.
past the guard.
What weight?
12. You got
Love
it.
the weight choice. 12 being like a hackish, boardish weight. Use the hired guns here.
12, 11, 5. Yep. 11, 5. Yep. Hard. Clean.
All right.
Hard. Whoa. 11, 5. Yep. 12. Yep. Whoa.
Fleming and Ashton got it through. They do, and they sat right there. And maybe that's exactly what you didn't want.
Yeah, so true.
Left her a double.
And like this is the
Less weight.
So sorry, I should have just got the nose.
Okay.
Top rock.
Yeah.
This is huge. You ever do anything
Oh, yeah,
wrong
we're
here, you
good.
give up a 3.
Okay,
If you
this
make
is
it
great.
good, you might be 3 up.
Just like an 8.
Okay.
Should be pretty straight here.
Should
eh?
be straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure the board.
Take a nice breath, okay?
It's just
Let's make it good. Okay, let's nail it right at her.
She thought she was in jail after missing her first.
Whoa.
Close.
Everest. Oh my goodness.
Shoot. Tough one, Tina.
yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, Jill.
Oh. Really nice, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just we've all been there. You know, it was
How's
flat
the
double.
rough?
The speed was important to get the two out of there with the dead houses and maybe overthrew it a bit.
There's no tick for
Little
4,
outward
hey?
motion.
Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
It's not there.
Okay.
Throwing those peels inside out off the center line, you assume there will be a little bit of curl, and they just got caught.
For like a 35 split.
What an opportunity here for Team Alberta.
They've already missed 2 chances for extra points. One in the 3rd, one in the 6th. Now you've got an open draw for 3.
Clean. Nice. Clean. Whoa, we're still there.
Clean.
T. Clean. We're just T.
Just T, they say.
It's fine.
Sure are. Just T for 3. Well, what a way to get your missed points back in a hurry. Alberta with a 3 on a really big missed shot with her last by Christina Black. And so after trailing the entire game, 1 shot. Look at how big that 3 stands out. 6-5 now. Alberta leads it as we go to the 9th. And that's the 7th 3-point end given up by Nova Scotia in the event. And that's the 3rd most in the field.
Boy.
Low line. No line. No line.
Just watching that double attempt come down the ice, tricky port to navigate, but there was no panic out of the hand. If the thrower was wide, you would have heard an early call to try to make it curl for that directional brushing, and they just got caught in how straight that spot was.
Yes.
14-6.
There's a definite line there.
That's not the worst. Okay. Control. Okay. You don't like board, hey? We can play board if you want. Okay, I like board. Okay.
This is not a lot of ice.
It's ridiculously close how these two teams are for the whole. You know, they both went 6-2. They both lost the first game. In the playoffs, they both won their next one. Now we got a 1-point disadvantage for Nova Scotia, but they have hammer.
Hard. No rolls. Good shot.
Good. Sweet.
I got 10-4.
Just like a little shimmy and roll under there.
Do you like tapping and rolling in?
Yeah. 20?
Just like back 8. Just
Shimmy
move
must
that
be
one
an East
back
Coast
a
thing.
little.
I think so.
I haven't. Yeah.
20 to count.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15. Right at the broom, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice throw.
Yeah, even a 12.
There's always every event. There's a new one.
Yeah, it'll still run good. Give us some.
Huge odd.
15 big ad. Yeah, back 8. Back 4.
Yeah.
Marley Powers.
Yep. Back 8.
Hard line.
Yep. Back 8.
Jill Brothers.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa.
We're really close. Back 8.
Close.
Whoa. Close. Coming down. Close.
It's the only game
Back 8.
on the ice on this final
Curl.
weekend.
Beauty.
Nice shot, Marley.
Run. Head 20.
Let's play this run on nose, Ashton. Okay, Pio. Okay.
Interesting call here because you know the raised doubles there, and the only way you're going to make it is run it back. But let's say you peel this
Do you
out,
want to switch or Marco? You're okay.
and it could be a blank. So is Skrlik happy 1 up without? Probably. Every team's got their own theory in that one.
Yep.
Ashton.
Yep. Whoa. Dare.
Ramsey. And bang.
Not bad.
And they'll get rid of 1. Shot rock still belongs to Nova Scotia.
That's great, actually.
Yeah, that might be better than what they were
Great
trying.
shot. Yeah.
Really tough blank now. And what do you do with that red one if you're Christina Black?
Just freeze. Just straight freeze. Pardon? Straight freeze. Yeah. Okay.
Get to the inside.
20. Yeah, I'm not throwing here in a minute.
Yeah, 15.
So similar.
Just a normal 15.
I think you're
Try to get to the inside of this and tap it a little bit.
That's light. We
Heard the conversation.
We
This
gotta
is
go, Bit. Go ahead.
not a lot of rocks have been thrown on this side of the sheet the entire game.
Yep, stay down. Stay down.
Running
Stay
pretty
down.
good.
Stay down. Keep it moving. Yep.
Line spot. That room needs to curl a little.
Distance.
Curl.
Going hard.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Great sweep.
Nice. Good shot.
Real nice.
Good judge.
Marty Powers.
Nice judging.
Top beat's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think here? Nice now. We've had a few go down here.
Nice. I don't think it's gotten faster.
No.
You know, I think it's.
But I still think like I can give you a 15 to top 4.
Yeah, 5 and 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, you think last night they popped a 3 against Danielle Inglis of Ontario. That came in the 8th, and they went on to win it. So when they get their 3s, they get their wins.
Weight's cold.
Yep. Wanted to go. Yep. Fine.
Yep.
Try to stay in front of this shot rock here.
Tight. Hard. Tight. Hard. Tight. Hard. Stop tall. Hot. Curl. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bounce off.
And bounce off.
Okay, that's not bad. Sorry. 6-2.
Looks good on the screen. Doesn't
Yeah.
look good down
What do you
here.
like?
I'll go down.
Okay.
Could you run the guard into the yellow-red-yellow combo and might sit too?
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It does work.
Yeah. Don't love anything.
No.
On the screen, this freeze looked good.
Can you get there?
Yeah, that was
It's
what we were
really
thinking.
wide.
I mean, it will curl.
I know.
I really like that. I just didn't know if it was there. You can definitely get there and get shot, though.
Yeah.
That's the best shot.
Yeah. Like there's nothing here that's smart, right?
No.
Unless we do this.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking.
That would be awesome if you could
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise, that's the only other thing I see.
Yeah, that run.
Do you like this wide out turn?
That would be great, too.
They believe there's lots of curl there,
Yeah,
Joey.
they
You
could
think
probably
there
rip
is?
the double
Oh yeah,
everything.
we've seen lots of nice finish on this side.
so
They have to go wider than they've seen, but we've seen both teams today are doing a really good job of
I think it's gonna run fine.
predicting the proper speed on their stones. And at this point, I'm not seeing a blank here for Nova Scotia, so
15 side maybe.
I like getting in there and sitting 2, putting some pressure on Alberta.
Third end, Christina Black made this twice.
Make sure you get a nice little poke on it, okay? Okay.
It's tough though.
Okay, you got this. Straight out of there.
The way it curls, if it's a touch heavy, in my mind, I see it curling and coming to the back line.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's just fully buried, and there's
Really
quite a bit of
close.
space in a swingy spot.
7. Yeah.
Chill
Down.
Brothers
Line straight.
likes the line.
8.
Close, French.
8.
Whoa.
Yeah. Really close. Hard.
Starting to go.
Whoa. Whoa.
Starting to go. There it goes.
Really
Look
close.
at that. Look at that start to hook. Now help it over. Carly Everest. Look at that hook. Look at it go.
So good.
Great shot. Good one. Great shot. Great sweep.
What a team shot. They predicted the way Jill threw it great, managed it so well on the brush and the line call.
Really close. Curl.
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
It's one thing to get it all right, but you just could not rack there.
In there.
Heel. Yep.
Yep.
Margot Fleming
Yep.
has made some really big shots.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Yep.
Needs
hard,
one
yep,
here.
hard,
Was it going to
yep,
come
hard,
up for her?
Good shot.
Bang, and it did. Wonderful game, Margot Fleming.
It's just great curling.
It really is.
Your opponent makes a phenomenal shot and you answer right back. Margot's made a pile of those, like Vic said.
It's a classic. Nova Scotia's putting rocks where you can't even find them, and then Margot's knocking them out of there with the runs.
11-5 maybe.
At the moment, both teams curling 82%. So not much to choose.
Take a nice breath, okay? Yeah.
Alberta with the 1-point lead.
This is the spot coming in the other direction, ran straighter than expected, but with an in turn, you usually see a little more curl.
Whoa! Whoa! It's light. It's close. Close. Yep. 11-5. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Got it through. Oh, they did. Here we go. Here we go. Roll it over again underneath. Oh, Jill Brothers.
There you go, buddy. Great wave. Let's go. 11-5. Darn. Get bro. Darn. I didn't
Maybe
think about
popped
that
too
hard.
far.
I guess a little, but boy, that's really fine. I think they thought it was going to rub off that shot rock here and take, well, it did, and take all the weight out of it. It just micro rubbed.
This is a good tap.
Yeah.
Really, really good shot.
I'll throw a little bit lighter than my last.
Yeah.
Just think the speed that you've been giving us, Kayla, is pretty close. Okay, I'll throw a little bit less.
Yeah, you got it.
Perfect freeze here. I don't think you're shot.
Skip stones. What an end so far. Alberta
It's really close.
and Kayla Skrlik.
Oh, you.
Now it's her turn to reply.
Finally. Where? T-line back 4. Whoa. Back 8.
Whoa, no.
Back
no.
8.
Ashton,
Little close weight.
Please.
did they overcook this early? Here we go.
Yes. To it.
Oh, it's coming down for her too. Coming down for her too. Oh, goodness. He didn't think it had a chance early.
Just, yeah, exactly. They looked at the hair heavy. Somebody yelled back 8. Really nice play. It's slowing down a fraction. Maybe a hair more curl if you don't get out to the broom. The line calls have just been spectacular.
And just 67% on her draws in the game.
That does not match her.
Freeze right on the face here. Christina can sit too.
Yeah, I believe they are still the shot. Joe, top button.
Yeah, same.
10-15 in that range. It's definitely slower.
Yeah.
There's even a little room just to
Yeah, 15.
move
Nice.
that red
Nice.
if you have to.
I think 15. Yeah, 15. Okay. Right out there. It's picking.
No, it's not.
It's not?
Mine's
Okay.
great.
Sorry,
though.
sorry.
That was my broom.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Right now. It's really close. Wait's good. T-line. Stay close.
Again,
Yeah.
if it's anything like
Where's Wait? T-line.
Skrlik, you have to wait for it to go.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard, Carly.
Everest
Back 8.
tried to hold this up for a little bit.
French. Go,
Now
French.
Powers, here we go again.
Hard, Carly.
Gotta help it over though. Help it over. Oh, and did it spin off?
Sorry, Tina.
It looks like it may be just by the red around the button. Second shot.
I'm so sorry.
Extremely important, because if it wasn't, you could just cap that and there's no way in for 2.
I thought that was going to break harder.
Interesting,
Me too. I
yeah.
had hardly any rotation.
Yeah.
'cause I
Different
tried
path.
it
Is that why they?
Carly was like,
Just a little more weight.
Okay.
It freaked me out.
Oh, God.
I was like, it's not picking. It was my broom hit something and was scratching.
Oh, they're close.
Yeah. Same weight?
Same weight I just threw
Just
you
has
out.
maybe a little bit
just
more
try to
of
wiggle
the
it.
The yellow,
red.
yes.
Yeah.
I thought Kayla might be tempted to tap and roll here. She's just playing the cold draw.
Yes.
What's your thought in doing that, Joe?
Well, I think you can get shot and have a good chance to steal.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
Right
more.
now, it's 1 for sure. We believe it's 2 for Nova Scotia. Final stone, Alberta and Skrlik.
A lot more weight.
Back eight.
And taken
Banging
up
so
really
wide.
early.
Fourth down the
Back
path
eight.
here.
Fleming.
That's trouble.
And will it
Whoa,
get
stop.
anything? Oh, it's going to touch it over. Touch it over for a short
Shoot.
2 for now. And can you get in there
Dude,
for
I didn't
3?
think I picked that much more.
I think you can.
shoot. Sorry.
Kind of rushed that
What
a
was
bit,
my
I thought.
time? Just way more. Yeah. I knew I should have
Sometimes
taken
as a
way less. I
thrower, you
figured
take
that might
for granted. I mean, Kayla just made one, so she assumes she's.
Like I could have kissed off.
It's
and
pretty
she
much
would've
made,
been
having
first.
seen it already, and must have just rushed her pre-shot a little bit. She said she didn't feel like she kicked that much more. That could have been adrenaline.
Absolutely.
Can fool you. What a chance here for Christina Black.
You need that little bit of that red.
Yeah, I agree. This is like
The red around the button.
Just that same release, okay?
We've seen in other games, if you hit a path a bunch of times, even in the ninth end, it can get way faster.
Has two to take the lead. Is there a third? Nothing at all, Everest.
Yeah.
Now you go.
Back
Chill Brothers.
Whoa, French!
Can you get a piece of that red on the button? Here we go, Powers. Here we go, Powers. Can you grab it? Oh, goodness, they moved it back. Christina Black says 3 for thee, now 3 for me, and they're back in front. Wonderful. Great. Exciting. What an end. As Nova Scotia replies with their own 3 to take an 8-6 lead, to lead by 2. And we welcome you back on this Saturday afternoon. The winner moves on. The loser will leave us here in Thunder Bay. And how big that that third point is for Nova Scotia. Now to lead by 2. And here in the 10th, coming home, it is Alberta with Last Rock playing the Redstone.
You like top 8?
Losing a guard here already.
Yep.
That's the danger with trying to stack them on the same side. You're really flirting with that hog line with unless the first one's really tight.
Yeah, as the lead, when you have to throw the high guard to the center line, at least you're out in the better ice for a while, and then it kind of comes into the slide path. When you're trying to throw that high corner in a 10th end situation, it starts off in the slower stuff. It's hard to throw enough weight because you still want to get that separation.
Yes.
Line's good. Just let it sit.
Perfect.
Easy.
Still sliding.
Easy.
The last 4
Really good.
shots
Really
for
nice.
Nova Scotia, Vic,
Great.
were very special.
Yeah.
That end.
Well, the game story, you could just say wonderful. Really is. But, I mean, go back. Skrlik had a chance for 3, missed. Had a chance for 2 and 6, missed. Now gets them all back. And then what does Black do? Come back with 3 of her own. And interestingly enough, the draws, that's her strength. She was low on draws last night, Skrlik. Again today, 8-6. But Skrlik does have the hammer coming home. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. Proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995.
Margot. Back 12. Margot. 12-8. Yep. Good, Ashton.
Someone down in the middle, I think.
No,
Alberta won't be complaining about Nova Scotia putting all 3 of their rocks in the rings.
Just rip this one.
Just trying to rearrange a bit so they have rocks
Yeah.
that might
Cross side.
act as catchers for a jam or something to freeze to later.
Yeah. Just hover, Jill. Hover. No.
Whoa.
Hover.
Not too big.
Clean.
No, it's nice.
Clean.
Just
Hover.
clean. Just clean. Nice throw, Marley.
Still backing up.
No, it's great. It's
Okay.
great. I just didn't want you to touch it at all.
Yeah, I know. Okay, keep it up. Keep it up.
Team Black had a
13-5.
3-point lead in their last round robin game against Manitoba's Kate Cameron. And it got dicey quick. There was a flash peel, a bonked peel. These shots, they may appear to be easy, but in this situation, it's all about taking that extra second in the hack.
And somebody in the front end. It may have been Carly or Marley saying, keep it up, focus, keep it up. Because this is when you might just mentally let down, right? How many times do you see in a hockey game? Team scores.
Yeah. Hold the line.
And somebody replies right away.
Right away, yeah.
We're almost flashing. Hard.
You got to keep rushing this to keep it in the rings.
Going hard, 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 hard. Okay. Good. 3-3.
Spills away, and they are the second shot.
Roll here, roll center's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if you want to do that.
Right.
Okay, we were thinking.
So a bullet.
That's what we were thinking. Okay.
And they have to deal with all of them and they're blasting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but.
11?
No, more.
Yeah.
What?
Like 10-5?
Yeah, 10.
There's always
10,
two schools of
10-5.
thought here. If you
10?
roll over
moves a
somewhere,
bit, hey?
you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're keeping them busy, keeping
10-2 side's fine. Yeah.
Alberta away from the corner guard.
Nice breath.
But the other hand, it'll be a corner guard and a whole bunch of backing.
10-5. Nope.
Go clean.
10-5.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think it's heavy. Clean.
10-5. 10-2.
Whoa.
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 Sit.
Okay, that's great. 9-5.
Good shot. Nice. Good split. Just a tap. 13. 13-5. You got it.
That's not
Lucky
too bad
not
here
to
for
use the
13.
corner.
Yeah, your second one ran way better.
Yeah.
I thought.
Got it.
Got it.
Settle down. Settle down. Yep.
Well, they'll need another one.
Yep.
They'll need to make it 6 of 10.
He's close.
They need
Not bad weight.
2 points.
Hard line. Hard. 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 You guys got it. Hard. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Hey, not bad.
Bad break. They just want to hit a
3-8.
hair more of that
Just down.
back 4-foot yellow and spill to a point. There's a bit of a wall.
Too bad.
Yeah.
That way looks better.
This
And if
way
we
looks
clip
like
ours
it's
on the
gonna
way by.
jam.
Yeah, it looks way better, yeah.
This way looks bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just closer to it.
I
right?
think.
Like-
Anyway, you can come level up yourself if you want.
I mean,
Do you want to come back?
you have the better visual. Half rock,
Quarter.
quarter, okay. Throw it nice, I can hold it. Nice
Yeah,
breath,
you
okay?
can.
Yeah. It'll stay straight here.
Yeah.
This could go there. That's the problem.
Cover.
Shield Brothers.
Cover. No. Cover.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Marley Powers.
It's curly hard.
Watch it now. Jam it. Oh, boy, exactly.
That was weird, I like
It-
curls.
It's easy from up here, but you could have let that curl all day, tick your own, and it redirects out of the rings and gets rid of a ton of these problem yellows that I've been complaining about.
No, the other way was always jamming and then gonna go behind the corner.
Yeah, on the screen it looked like hit low, hit just and wick ours.
It's a rock over.
No, yeah, I know. Okay, it just seems a bit big, but.
I'm still trying to
It's okay, got
rearrange these back yellows.
Yeah, I guess. Leave it frozen. Just can't be high side.
Yeah, sit right on the nose.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Focus in. Kate. Close. A little more. Close. Same weight. We have room.
Wait, it's really close.
Some more. Cheers. Some more weight. Hard, Jer.
There was lots of curl in the spot earlier in the game. Just a little more weight.
Hard.
Okay.
Oh, they're frozen.
Not bad.
yeah, they go though. They both go. You hit it on the left hand center line side hard.
I don't know if you can get it, Tina. Timeout?
Sure.
Timeout called by Nova Scotia. They lead it by
I'm still
2.
going.
Yeah.
Just nose?
That's what I was thinking. They're like welded.
Yeah. It's hard to get it out. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
nose
would be
is
close to
great.
hitting that first. So just like nose. Make sure that one's gone.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a hair high side. You can still squirt this a bit though, is my thought. That's
Yeah.
all.
just kind of.
Well, we don't want to leave her a double really either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Trying to get an angle on this. Those won't both go, eh?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, if you hammer it, sure,
Yeah.
but then she's coming around the corner probably, right?
And then when we probably just got that one and that one. And we tried the double, we're probably, can you make the double and we'll just lose that one?
I can't get that one out.
Okay.
No, it's too
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Even,
Not on this
like,
side.
if you just nose it, you're right in front of it, right?
Yeah,
That's
even
not
if I roll
bad.
that way a little. I have to make sure I hit it on this side so it drags past this side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like this, like you're right in front of that. That's great.
Yeah, if we stay almost corner frozen to this one.
She doesn't have to deal with it. She loses her red.
Well,
still,
that's
right?
why I think I don't even nose. If I hit it a little this way and roll over and move that one.
I almost think nose is better.
Well, nose, we are leaving her a direct
pocket.
pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I roll this way.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I think I throw
They're saying
like
it's dead frozen. The houses are dead, so you wouldn't move it
no, okay.
too far. I think you could probably get it out. Even you could probably get it off your own if you hit it right where
Where
the
do you want
broom
your
is.
shooter to roll?
I even just think as long as you're removing one
That's just
red,
it.
just why not take a run at it, and then the shooter might actually spring off. Like there's a real risk of leaving a pocket here for
Yes.
Skrlik.
Yes.
All right, I love this. Yeah, really good
Well, Nova
stuff.
Scotia trying to make a semifinal. For the first time since 2018, it was Marianne Arsenault
9-8.
that lost to Carrie Einarson that year in Penticton.
Take a nice breath.
And
that's 10.
Christina Black and Jen Baxter were part of that
That's
team.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right out of there.
If they all go, then we'll go around the corner.
10. Yep. Wait's good. Yeah. Yep. Hard. Yeah. Wait's good.
Hold it.
Hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Skip stones. Christina Black. You're going to get rid of one? Yeah, you will. And lay it right on the corner.
That's perfect.
They're sitting two without.
Great weight. Nice throw.
Never did get to use the corner.
Real nice.
I was like, the one we've been throwing?
I was thinking. Okay.
And then you think about the stone they
I think so.
Yes.
hogged,
Right
right?
there.
I mean, they
Yes.
can't.
Yeah.
That 13 or
13,
Can't
13,
give 'em away.
5. How's the speed out there, Margot? Oh, sorry.
You can bump this red back as long as you can keep it like third shot somewhere over here. And your shooter's going to stay hopefully in this type of area, which it might be hard to get rid of. It's a possibility Christina Black will hit the back one and allow you to possibly score two, because she can't be going after one that might jam and give up a potential losing three.
14.
Just the angles aren't quite right on these two yellows, because the top one's not going to go anywhere.
Yep. 3-5.
Kayla Skrlik.
Yep. 3-5. Weight split.
Little sister's got her, Ashton.
Weight's great.
Whoa!
Whoa. 3-5.
Curl!
Fleming. Late licks. And where will that go? And she'll push it to the back. And it is the fourth shot.
Yeah, that's key. It beats out the both.
Pretty good, Kale.
Bad news, I think, is the red, yellow, red is queued right up.
Right there. Yeah, looks great. You got her.
It probably couldn't be better for Nova Scotia. This has to redirect over that way with any weight at all. And that sure looks like it's going there.
Like, hair high of nose.
And it
nose
would
is
end it.
okay, too.
Yeah.
Peel.
See my dear, nice breath, Kev.
Yeah.
Got tons of time.
To be honest, I just threw too heavy. It was pretty close.
Okay, right at the broom.
Right on the nose makes the most sense here.
Peel.
Final stone for Christina Black.
Close. Yeah.
Right on the nose. Now Powers. Jill Brothers calling line. Watch them go. And no, it will not move it. Do they have a chance?
Great time.
It didn't remove it.
Yeah.
Now what is it in terms of numbers?
I just touched it. I was like, Carl, it needs to come up.
I think they touched it far enough.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Bang, that move it. Yeah, I think you're right. So it's going to take
I was too
The quad.
A quad and hold the shooter.
Okay. We're going for a flash.
Wow.
You got to get that over there somehow.
Your pen says it works.
You heard Kayla say we're playing for a flash.
Really thin?
Right.
Really thin, really thin. You got it, Kale.
It's the
Yeah, we're going for
appropriate L Hackner double here from Thunder Bay.
Yeah, I was like, clean.
But then you got to get 2 more to go. I don't know how the second one makes the double at the back. Maybe.
Final stone needs to make 4 go and hold the shooter. Kayla Skrlik. Is there some kind of miracle here? Oh my goodness. She touched them all.
How good was that?
But will only get 1. What a try. What a game. What a win. Nova Scotia. Make the final 8-7. Nova Scotia is on to the semifinal.
1/8 of an inch thinner. I might have been there.
Made everyone move. Made them all rattle around. And Hugsburg, Jen Baxter, who left the game after the first end. They're not even done yet. You're right. And as I said, for Jen Baxter and Christina Black, reliving the moments of 18 when, along with Marianne Arsenault, they made it to the semifinal in Penticton, only to lose to Carrie Anderson.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Emma.
So Black is through. And now will be a rematch of 18. We'll find out tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Reigning champion Holman against the 4-time champion Anderson. The winner goes right through to tomorrow's final. The loser will play Nova Scotia and Black tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Hugs all around. Yeah, and some tears too. Nova Scotia's the winner.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
What a way to celebrate Curling Day in Canada with that kind of game. Nova Scotia picks up the win 8-7. Wonderful game. It's coming right up here, of course, on TSN. Lindsay and Bob will host it. We're down now to the 3 teams, and 2 of them are Carrie Anderson and Rachel Holman. They will meet tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, with the winner going right through to tomorrow's final. And the loser will then play Christina Black tomorrow afternoon. We want to say thank you to Kayla Skrlik and her team from the Garrison Curling Club. Thank you for all your help, for your cooperation this week. We wish you well and safe travels until we see you again. And we'll see you again coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern Time as we continue on with our coverage down to 3 now here at the Scotties in Thunder Bay and on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Curling Day in Canada is next.